The following program is hosted by immature, irreverent, obnoxious, and often disgusting young men. Listener discretion is advised.
This time on Nude Clan, died.
Nude Clan dies twice.
Resurrect. Oh, yeah.
Schweiss is open, dies twice.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Nude Clan, the video game podcast that actually gets things done. I am your host, Caleb Schweiss.
Caleb Craig.
In their own time. And this is Cameron.
And today, we have finally both, not all, as is generally required, but both have completed Sekiro. And I would like to also note, Craig, you were the furthest in the game for a long time, and then just stopped.
You realize
playing.
I started like 2 weeks before both of you, right?
And
then I took twice as long to get there as either of you.
We don't know that.
Yes, we do.
No, you assume, Craig. You
can see the fucking trophies of when I started and when I got to certain places.
I mean, time...
And you got to the exact same spots that I were in like a day.
His multiplicity, where he were.
Yeah.
Where I was.
See, Craig, but I'm talking about not just time day to day. I'm talking about hour to hour. I don't know that I took more time than you did to get to those places because it took me a long time to beat this game.
No, it took you less time to get to places.
You assume that it did, but maybe I was just playing it harder than you. Maybe I was playing more than you. Because you have this thing where, like, you have a schedule of, like, time for shows and time for games. I don't watch shows.
I was playing Sekiro pretty solidly as the only thing that I was playing for the first 5 weeks, and that I was playing it pretty hard twice. And you got to Genichiro and beat him just after I did, and you did that in like 2 hours.
No,
because you also beat Lady Butterfly right after I did, or right before, I can't remember.
It was after. I don't think I beat a single boss until I surpassed you, before you.
Yeah, and you got there equally fast, if not way, way, way faster.
Right, but then you just stopped playing it.
I got to a part where I couldn't get fucking past it.
How many times did you even fight that guy?
Dude, I fought...
Did you get stuck on?
Owl.
Oh.
Yeah, you didn't fight him. He's not that bad.
He's a fucking asshole.
He's pretty easy.
No, he's not.
I will get to that part, though.
Did you save state it?
Yeah.
God damn it.
I said I would.
I know. And I'm fine with that because we made Cameron beat it faster. I mean, sort of. Ish. But I mean, he's had plenty of time, but it's like, it was like, hey, this week it has to happen, and it's like, well, now I have to do the easy ending. Because it has to happen this week.
Easy ending. It's just the quicker ending.
Yeah, that last fight wasn't easy.
No, it's a hard fight.
But how would you know? Did you do that fight?
Yeah, it's the same. The Ishin guy.
Yeah, Ishin Ashina.
Yeah, like a 3-stage.
It's different fights.
Oh, are you sure?
He was just a 2-stage fight for me.
Oh, it was 3-stage for me. There was no Genichiro fight to introduce it?
No.
Oh, yeah.
It's a 4-stage fight.
Oh, it is a 4-stage.
Well, if you go through the last way.
Okay, I was talking about health bars for Ishin, but not talking about health bars. My ending is you obey the Iron Code because I'm a shinobi, and you've been obeying the Iron Code this whole point. Why would you ever just fucking stop obeying the Iron Code? Your dad tells you to stop serving the divine heir, and since you're an honorable shinobi, you just gotta fucking do what the Iron Code says you gotta do.
I know.
So you obey your father, and then now you need to fight Emma. You fight and slay Emma.
Was she really easy?
She was not that hard.
Yeah,
Ishin on the other
I saw a
hand.
video of somebody fighting her. Her stance goes up really fast.
Yeah, even
but
if
she
you
has
use
a
the
bunch of
Ichimonji
throws.
double, it's super easy.
That move is like the best.
However, fucking Ishin, like there's a method to his fucking thing you need to learn, but he doesn't obey his own rules sometimes, and it's really fucking stupid.
Yeah, no, I fought him too.
Yeah.
And
So
for-
you had to fight him too?
Yeah. He's the 3-stage. Just him is 3 stages, but then before him was a Genichiro fight.
So it's like a 4-stage fight. You have to. The first stage is Genichiro. You kill him, and then you have to fight Ishin for like three times.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of fight. But I got to the point where I could get to his second phase after the Genichiro in about 2 minutes. Like I was just fucking. It was just destruction. Like I just every move, I knew exactly what he was doing, and I shut him down, and I'd fucking put him in his place. Put that old piece of shit in his place. It's crazy because you don't even know what happened, like how he came into being. Like, it's really, really weird what happens. But,
Really?
yeah, we'll get into that
Okay.
as we discuss it. But yeah, we made Cameron kind of get the faster ending. I mean, at least we'll get to talk about the differences, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like probably not a whole lot.
Well, the ending itself is probably very different.
Yeah, probably. But we'll see. I like my ending. I think my ending's one of the good endings.
I
that
feel,
got.
my ending's not a good ending, but I still like
Yeah.
it.
It
I
makes
still like the story about it.
it makes sense, I guess. But it also makes sense that he would disobey and keep the divine heir alive, not betray him. Or, well, I guess.
I mean, it's
He does
anyone's
kind of act like he
interpretation.
has an emotional attachment to Lord Kuro.
Yeah. But my ending, I mean.
Okay, we'll
I don't
talk
know.
about it.
We'll talk about it. Yeah. What is everyone? What's everyone been playing this week? What's been going on? Craig, what do you
This
got?
week I played a little bit of Pokemon Shield and Death Stranding.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
You're playing that, huh?
yeah.
Nice.
I fucking hate it.
Yeah. Do you?
Yeah, I do. I hate it a lot.
You know, I've also been playing
I
that.
don't know if that will change, but we'll see. I still have like at least 35 hours.
Yeah. Maybe we'll. Maybe we'll. I don't know. If we both end up finishing it, we could review it on the show.
I suppose, yeah.
If we do, I don't know yet though. I mean, dude, yesterday. Okay, is that all? That's all you've been playing?
Yeah, that's all I've been playing.
All right. What about you, Cameron?
Sekiro.
Yeah,
That's
we
it?
could guess that.
Yeah,
That's it.
That's honestly, that's it. Is a real dick thing to say about Sekiro. That's really something. Takes a lot of goddamn time, especially if you're not good at the game. But Cameron is pretty good.
Well, depending on the
I watched you.
boss, Ishin fucked me up for so long.
I died a bunch on Ishin, but it was like a day.
But one fight
Was Emma part of that fight, or do you like
that's
save between?
you kill Emma first. No, yeah, so it's the first phase
Okay,
of the
so
whole
it's like
fight.
a
So
3-stage
resources.
fight?
Yeah, it's a 3-stage
Okay.
fight. Yeah, but Emma's her portion, and if you're just being slow, yeah, she can do a lot of damage. But she's
I know
actually
she's supposed
pretty
to
easy
throw
to get
a lot.
past. She has one throw move, just one, and it's easy to get behind her when she does it.
That's crazy that it's less of a fight, but it is similar though because you just open up with Emma instead of.
Yeah, so you open up with Emma, take her out, then you fight Ishin. His first phase is just him being Ishin. The ground's kind of on fire, but it doesn't do anything. You just got to learn his moves, his fucking mortal draw, his throw move that he has, which is very similar to Emma's throw move. And then I think it's coded in his thing if he's not doing an animation or doing the hold that these characters do after one of their mortal attacks. If you try to heal in the middle of a fight, it's like they detect the fucking heal going off and kill you before you can block again, or hit you before you can block. I feel like it punishes you for not healing during safe times to heal.
Yeah.
But
only heal when he does the lunge move in the air. Like
there's different times you can heal, but yeah.
I guess not only, yeah.
But I kind of found out a method with him that worked for me.
Yeah. And when you killed him, did you kill the fuck out of him? Like it was like no contest?
No. I mean, so most of the things that I posted to Twitter, besides the Guardian Ape fights, most of those fights, I was up to my last... I've already revived myself. I had just used my last gourd.
Yeah.
And that is when I finally beat them. Guardian Ape, in my opinion, is just one of the easier fights in the game.
You should try... I wish you would have tried Demon of Hatred. That one's similar. Huge guy.
Guardian Ape, it's easy. His moves are telegraphed super early, kind of slow, but super easy to get the timing down on Guardian Ape fights. Both of them. His hardest phase was his normal ape phase before you cut his head off.
That was definitely
that's his hardest phase. But if you stay up on him during that phase, instead of using the trees to zip away, the trees are the lie.
What I did for him was I waited for him to like fling his shit at you where he jumps up, and then I'd like run behind him.
Yeah.
So then I just when he landed, I just wail on him.
The trees are a fucking lie. They're there to tempt you into damnation. Just ignore them and stay up on him. And most of his attacks are parryable. When he does his fucking shit fling, then you just run underneath him, like Craig said.
You can hit him like 10 times if you wait for him to fling his shit, run behind him, and then wail on him, then firecracker him,
and then when you convert him to his second phase and he uses a sword, super easy. Easy deflectable attacks.
Oh yeah, if you use the fucking spear on him when he does the fucking Statue of Liberty strike, you just do a third of his stance.
Well, even if you let his strike land and you deflect it, it's a huge opening.
Oh yeah, but you pull out the worm thing from him when you use the spear.
Really?
And it does a fuckload of stance damage. I did the first time you fight him, I pulled it out, and his stance bar was halfway, instantly.
Jeez.
Yeah,
it only took me twice to fucking kill him. It was easy to destroy him that first time.
He was one of the ones that I just kind of was beating down most of the time. I just killed him with health because I wasn't good at the game. And I'm I don't know, the big guys I'm afraid of parrying for some reason. It just doesn't seem like I should be able to.
And when it was the regular ape form, I couldn't fucking parry at all.
And so usually when I go to a boss, it's
damage.
just I go in and test what's parryable and just try to parry everything and get all their attacks down and then try to learn from there. But fucking Ishin, dude. Hate him.
And see, I think he was actually easier than some of the other bosses. Because he telegraphs his stuff too. And you know what he's doing, but it's hard to...
partly because I hate him is because in the end I decided to not just deflect his attacks. I wanted to get a lot more health damage on him. And so I try to force him to do his dodge and then dodge behind him and then whirlwind slash and then...
That's why you can't do that with him. You have to stance damage him.
Well, it worked eventually, but down to my fucking last thing. And then his stupid fire mode.
Yeah.
Then
when I killed him, I had a lot of my stuff left still because I had his timing down and I wrecked his fucking.
I'm gonna
shit.
fight him again as soon as I re-download my save.
Yeah,
before the fight.
It's it's such a fucking. It's so satisfying when you get it down because you just he comes for you, you fucking backhand him, and then he does the swipe. You jump on his head, and then he comes at you again with a couple fast attacks, and then you parry, and then he comes at you with the Makiri counter attack, and you just fucking stomp that blade down and just fucking beat his ass. Dude, I killed his first phase in less than 15 seconds one time. I straight up, every single thing he did, I parried to precision, to a T, and I just fucking shut him down. And that was after I 3-shot Genichiro too. Genichiro came out with his little high flying bullshit. anime or Japanese movie flying through the air nonsense, and I just fucking put him down, man. I went
That's
Indiana.
Chinese, and that's called wushu.
I went Indiana Jones mode on his ass and just fucking pulled out that pistol and plugged him, and then I fucking go into Ishin first phase and just fucking nothing to do with me. Now I think his last phase I was terrified of, so I was mostly doing health damage until the end, and I did something and I staggered like him almost all the way up, and then it was just fight, parry, block, parry. It was like the true sword fight at the very end.
Right.
But he has a spear phase. Does he have a spear phase in yours?
No.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
You kill him after his fire phase.
The pole arm phase was a fucking nightmare. God, it was horrifying because I suck against the spears in that game. Like that fucking 7 foreskins guy or whatever the hell he was, the big spear dude.
Seven spears.
Seven
Hibashina
spears,
or
yeah.
whatever.
I hate fighting that fucker. But we'll get into that some more. So just Sekiro for Cameron. I did play a little bit of Sekiro. There's a trophy for getting all of the abilities. Here's the thing. There's a spot to grind those out. But I need like 100 more. I need like 100 more points. And to get a point, it's about 10 minutes,
Some of
think.
those things feel like they're meant to be gotten through multiple playthroughs because New Game Plus is a thing.
I think that's going to have to be one of them because that's
Especially
just too
since there's like
much.
4 endings, you might as well go that route.
Yeah, so I haven't started the game over again. I've just been farming out points because I was thinking about getting all the trophies before starting over again and then doing another run. But I missed a couple boss fights because I missed a conversation that happens. It's very missable in the game. So I'm
Which
gonna.
convo?
There's like you can overhear the Emma and the like fucking woodworker guy or whatever, the sculptor guy talking about something, and it's like a second Ashina or Hirata estate area.
Oh.
Unlock. But you have to do that before the sculptor goes away, goes elsewhere, and if you don't, it's missed. It's missed, and you have to start all over again. So I missed 2 boss fights because of that, including one of them that's supposed to be one of the hardest fights in the game.
Oh yeah, Young Owl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't have any opinion on that because I didn't do it, but I did play a teeny bit of that. I played a good amount of Conan Exiles. Still enjoying it. It's getting kind of grindy now, and
It's getting kind of grindy.
yeah, now that I'm almost level 57, I'm feeling the grind. And it's, a lot of people are kind of falling away, it seems. It feels like me and Dr. Roxo are playing the shit out of it. But other than that, it's kind of just us. And he's just obsessed with building a wall to keep the purge away.
I don't know. We should have just done what I suggested.
What's that?
Because the purge guys only go to where the players are. And so if we gave all of our thralls fucking armor and truncheons and then just like go to the thrall camp, then we just wake up with like a bunch of thralls like knocked out before us.
We could still do that. We could just have thralls at the gates, and they
'Cause,
come.
like, all we got to do is go inside the house, and while we're inside the house, the other thralls are just gonna like beat the living shit out of them. Because we just got to give them steel truncheons, make sure that we have like plentiful amounts of thralls, give them good armor, and then just let them go to town when they start attacking our shit.
Yeah. I feel like they're all going to end up like Chunk from the Goonies. They'll all be like super retarded because we'll log in like 4 days later and they've just been getting truncheoned into unconsciousness over and over again. Like that happened at Iron Camp for a long time because we moved away from one of our camps in the game.
Right.
And like I went back and I was like grabbing stuff for the from the crafting table to bring up north, and then suddenly like combat started breaking out, and I was like, "Oh, what's going on?" And then I go downstairs and this guy like stood up and he was like trying to beat down some of the thralls, but there's just like fucking 4 guys. It's like the Rodney King beatings in this fucking game. Like they're just beating the shit out of him, and then he just fucking passes out again.
The other thing that we need to do
Like, this has just been going on for weeks.
is
like,
at Thrall Camp, we need to build like 2 archer towers and then give our named archers blunted arrows because they act the same way as truncheons.
When I tried that, it didn't work as well.
Can you imagine that? Just getting fucking clobbered by this arrow that's got like a ball on it. It's just fucking... That should be like a one-shot if it hits you in the head. Like, it'd probably kill you, like, if it got your temple. It's fucking this ball, this like steel ball just fucking punching you as hard as it
used
can.
those, they didn't seem to work
Did
very
you see
well.
the video where Cam hucked one of those blunted javelins at a baby hyena? Just fucking like one-shotted it.
That sounds so ridiculous.
That was a good shot too.
It was fucking far away. It was the very limit of you being able to see him within the game, like without him being like too far to like be seen in the engine.
We're going to start competing for headshot distance in Conan Exiles now instead of like
there's no way to calculate that. Cam probably got the furthest throw / shot you could get.
Yeah,
it's pretty decent.
The render distance just maxed. So I played a bunch of that, and I think I'm going to kind of start playing more of the other game that I played a ton of, Death Stranding. Just kind of give Conan a little bit of a break, let people kind of catch up level wise, so that we can all go in and start slaying some of these big bosses. Well, now that you're done with Sekiro, Cameron,
mm-hmm.
I mean, you could always get into Conan.
Ba, 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 ba. No, I have to beat.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The other game.
Yeah, that one we've announced. It's not a secret thing, huh? We said we'd do
Yeah.
Uncharted 2. Yeah, you should beat that this week, so that we can do it in 2 weeks. You think you could do that?
Yeah,
I guess it is
it'd be the
Thanksgiving
easier
week.
game, but
If you're
It's
okay,
also like 13 hours. It's 26 chapters. Cam.
if you're okay putting that much time into a game in a
You
week,
could easily get the plat if you follow a guide to show you where all the treasures are.
yeah,
Because you get a trophy for every 10 treasures, and there's 101 treasures, and one of the treasures is like a secret treasure that has a trophy tied to its own.
do you have to beat it on?
So you get like 11 trophies just for getting all the
Do you
treasures.
have to beat it on the hardest difficulty?
On crushing, yeah.
But you can't play it until you beat it the first time, right?
I think you can play it on the first time, but I don't remember.
Why does it do this to me?
He's pretty. The final boss is pretty easy on crushing because you have to do the same thing no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you're cool with that, we can still plan on that in 2 weeks.
yeah.
If you beat it in a week and you bring it back to me, because I can beat it next week.
I'll probably start on it right away. So,
And that's a game you're looking forward to. So,
well,
I think
sorta. I mean,
the first game we were kind of lukewarm on.
Yeah.
But everyone says the second game's way better.
It
so
is. It's way better.
I'm excited to get into that.
Story's better. Gameplay's smoothed out. Fucking, it's good. And you'll like the last boss a lot more.
Yeah, it was kind of lame in the first game.
I disliked that boss fight in the last game.
Yeah. But then I played a ton of Death Stranding, probably like 12 hours, maybe. It's probably, maybe double digits.
Yeah, you're like way further than me. I'm
not that much further than you.
like 5 or 6 hours in, and I'm still on chapter 1.
Oh, you're still in chapter 1?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I'm in chapter 2. I mean, I'm not super far, but I'm doing a lot of the optional missions.
I
as
don't
well.
know what. Fuck, dude. I don't know how many like deliveries I have to make to fucking move on to the next chapter because it says that I've done like 9, and I've only been doing story stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I've played a bunch of that game though, and I'm trying to get into it. I tweeted about it the other day, and I said that this is a.
Is it a Hideo Kojima game?
Yeah, it is a Hideo Kojima game. In case anyone was wondering, I tweeted about like it's a technical achievement and just how making a game the most unfun it could possibly be.
Dude,
that was my thing.
Oh god.
And that's where I'm at right now with it. I don't know if I hate it, but I am very angry with it. It's just so stressful.
Dude, I can't. I don't. I can't see myself enjoying a game that's fucking 60 hours of what I've been doing.
Yeah.
Like,
Because you're already tired.
I mean, I played it for fucking 3 hours last night, and there was not a moment of fun to be had. I was bitching the whole time. Like, fucking, you literally have to hold both triggers down on the fucking controller for him to stabilize himself while I'm fucking backpacking, like, 500 pounds of shit on my back, which probably is going to give my character back problems. And fucking, like, I had to make my way through this fucking rock valley, and as I was doing that, I was attacked by fucking the ghost tar zombies like 50 times.
Yeah.
And all my shit got knocked off, so I had to pick it back up before I got knocked and abused by him again.
Yeah.
It's fucking bullshit, man.
I was really laughing at your cuttlefish Cthulhu thing.
Oh yeah, the fucking cuttlefish Cthulhu. Like fucking. So then I was like, I can't remember what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to get to like one fucking building or something and I was supposed to deliver a printer or something to him. And as I was like trying to get to them, I was trying to cross this little river to this little island thing, and then cross the river again. But as I was doing this, it started the timefall thing, and then like, oh shit, like the BTs are coming, and so there was like the fucking Death Stranding ghosts are everywhere. But randomly, there was like this fucking inky black fish thing that had tentacles streaming out of its face, like some kind of fucking cuttlefish / Cthulhu creature. And so it started fucking me. It was literally pulling out its inky dick and fucking me in the face as I was trying to fucking cross this river, and the river wouldn't have it. It wouldn't let me cross it.
Wouldn't have it.
Dude, the little stream I was trying to cross was like fucking 3 steps, and as soon as I got 2 steps in, it was like, nope, and it fucking like pushed me on my back, flowed me all the way back to Cuttlefish Cthulhu so it could butt fuck me again, and that repeated like 5 times, and finally I had to like run away the opposite way to cross the river at like another point just to get away, and it was fucking bullshit. I hate it.
Do you have that clipped?
Yeah, it's on that fucking stream. You can go watch it. It was from fucking last night. I was getting fucking angry.
What timestamp?
I don't know. It was fucking.
I don't think I'm going to watch the whole thing. I just want to watch that.
It was like an hour in, maybe. I don't know exactly.
It was
where
pretty
it was.
funny. And I was like, man, you think the cuttlefish is bad? Like, the river is the true enemy.
Dude, the fucking river was the true enemy.
Did it seem
Every time I fucking like,
you, or is it where just Craig didn't play the game correctly?
I mean, there are times when you need to move, and like when your balance and your stance, your stamina bar depletes, you'll like lose your balance in the river, and you'll drop all of your stuff, and it'll float.
but there's
down the
also
river.
like if the river is too deep at a section, then it will like trip you over, and so you'll be on your back floating.
Yeah, and
which
all of your
I
shit
think
will be
is what it
floating
was
away.
because I wasn't out of stamina when I was trying to cross that little stream. Because it was literally only like 3 or 4 steps across.
That was the most frustrating the game got for me, was the river knocking me over and taking my shit from me. And me just having to run down the river and like try to pick it up again.
God,
and I'm
it's fucking
like in the water, my stamina bar, my stance bar is getting worse and worse, and I'm just picking it up, and then I get it all, and then the stance bar depletes, and I fall over, and it all fucking floats down the river again.
Yeah, dude, it's
And I was like screaming.
can
on
you just
the
go
inside.
grab new stuff, or do you have to pick that stuff back
You
up?
can.
So what it is like there's a specific object you're meant to deliver, so you have to have that one thing, and everything else is basically just stuff that you pick up along the way. Like it's random cargo that other people lost or had fallen, so you got to pick it up and deliver it so that it's
Yeah.
like bonus special cargo.
So like
that
other
gives you bonus
players will
points.
drop stuff when they're being fought, or like they'll lose stuff in the river and it'll like wash up, and you can pick it
Will
up and
the
return it.
damage
to them.
on that item be like pristine or damaged?
It depends. Some of them will be completely destroyed. Some of them will be like fine. Usually they're fine. Other times you'll find them destroyed. I don't know if there's like halfway.
Yeah,
I
and
haven't
you'll,
seen
like,
any
What are
that
the missions where
halfway.
you're carrying actual fucking people?
There was one where you were carrying.
There was
a dead
one
body.
early on where you have to carry a dead body, yeah.
Oh.
Because, like, in the game, if a person dies, then they turn into, like, they go necro, is what they call it. Or basically they become one of the Death Stranding, one of the ghost things that starts trying to kill everybody, and then some weird giant ass fucking creature will come out of nowhere and then try to eat all the living people. And if they do, then like a fucking crater will appear like wherever they were.
Yeah, it basically wipes out a whole city.
Yeah, and that happens like really early. It's to show you like what happens, and then apparently your guy is what's called a repatriate, which means that he can't fucking die. He just like comes back somehow.
Yeah, and he's really patriotic too.
Yeah.
He's actually not. He's really not.
Is it repatriate or repatriate? I can't remember which fucking word
they say
use.
both. I think.
Yeah,
It's one of those things where they can't figure out how to fucking say it. It's like Maester in Game of Thrones. Like there's like 17 different fucking people that say it differently.
Master.
They do, man, and it's like, can we just fucking decide like one way, please? And sometimes it's different for one particular character. It's like, you said it this way once. Like, why the fuck are you saying it this way now? Yeah, no, it's an exercise in futility, I would say.
God, dude,
and stress.
It's the most annoying.
I mean, I guess like the word repatriate in of itself, to be repatriated, is to be sent back to your own country.
Yeah.
Well,
and it is very much
in a way. That's kind of what happens, because like when he dies, he like sees weird visions of like a beach where there's like a bunch of dead things, and then like when he revives, then he like gets sent back from the beach. Like the beach is like a weird place that's like in between life and death, I guess.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, it's some weird shit.
If that's not going to be the most used word
and,
to describe this game when reviewing it.
And
Weird.
your sister is like, her actual body is apparently on the beach.
Yeah,
That's
and
a thing that's said, but somehow she exists somewhere else at the same time, which makes no fucking sense.
no, she's all the way in the east or the west. I think it's an allegory for.
That's where they say
West.
she's in that one city that's like clear on the west coast.
She's west of us,
But she also says that something like her body is on the beach.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
like a conversation that she has with you, like after your mom dies.
It's
So-
weird. I don't understand the game. I think it's like an allegory for about 30 different things, and one of them is the railroads of the United States, right? So you're trying to connect the East Coast to the West Coast, and I think you're going to end up in like fucking.
Manifest destiny, everybody.
You're going to end up in Utah, because that's where the railroads met up. It's like what, Centerville or whatever.
Just going to have to find that golden spike.
Yeah, man. And
Go
then
take it out of the museum and respike it.
yeah, exactly. Repatriate the golden spike, and that's the final boss. Like pounding that into the dirt, with yeah. No, it's that. It's an allegory of like
The
life.
final boss is going to be like Mads Mikkelsen
The time
trying
between
to take your BB.
the time between life and death, because the BBs are like.
The fucking BBs, dude. Like the fucking dialogue I just barely heard about the BBs was like the worst. It's fucking awful.
Yeah, it's like if you take this out of context, this is nonsensical. Like, to
it's
the 10th
completely
degree.
nonsensical, and BB sounds like baby, and it's meant to. So, like, every time they say, like, BB God, it was...
And the names are ridiculous, like Knot City. Like, everything's about, like, a strand or some kind of, like...
Or a string or some kind of thing that, like, connects one thing to another in some
sort
way.
of utilitarian, like
like
strand
a web
device.
Or like,
yeah.
It's fucking... Oh, man.
It's just like, Jesus Christ. It's so fucking in your face.
It's like, we get it. You want us to form ties. We
Yeah.
get it. Thank you.
Death Stranding, the Knot City, like fucking everything, dude. Everything.
Oh, yeah. And then like all the ghosts have like some kind of umbilical cord to like some kind of giant weird creature. And then of course the babies have the umbilical cord that you connect to yourself in a weird way so that you can see like what they see.
Right.
God.
It's weird. I think it's gonna have something to do, and I think the babies are.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
though-
and then the babies are like, their moms are dead, which is why they're like halfway between life and death.
Yeah,
And they're taken out of their dead mother's wombs and then put into like a pod and then have like some kind of juice floating around them.
it's probably Monster Energy drink.
Yeah, it's probably Monster Energy drink that fucking makes it so they don't age.
Fuel the beast, you know?
Yeah, you know, I saw a fucking one of those memes where like it was an image of like some guy like pouring Monster Energy drink over a newborn baby's head, like baptizing him in Monster Energy, and then the caption was just like Death Stranding. And I was like, yeah, that's about right. That's what I've seen so far. It's fucking babies and fucking Monster Energy.
Have you interacted
drink.
with Mad Mickelson's character yet?
No,
You kind of have.
only in visions.
Every time you connect the umbilical cord to yourself, your dooms activates.
What?
And then you fucking see the BB's memories.
What?
And the BB has memories of Mads Mikkelsen
What?
showing him picture books of space. So
Nothing
there you go.
said made any sense.
I hope-
Exactly,
I
Cam
hope-
Cam. That is the game.
I hope Mads Mikkelsen ends up actually just being Elon Musk.
Yeah. It's just
It's just he plays Elon Musk. In this
Well, the
fucking-
trailer, it was like you're getting some sort of like cool, like fucking ghost / Rainbow Six vibes going on.
no.
Yeah.
You're literally a FedEx employee who is trying to stealthily get away from fucking
Mads
ghosts
Mikkelsen.
and Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah, I would try to get away too. He's really weird looking.
Yeah.
Looks like he's gonna kill you, or he's gonna blow up your fucking
I'm
spaceship.
pretty sure there's like a show or a movie where he like eats people.
Yeah,
Is there a
Hannibal.
spaceship?
Yeah, no, there's not. It's like this is Star Wars. You know, he like
No.
fatally puts a fatal flaw in your thing.
Plus, they have like a weird amount of technology, and then like
It's really
they're
picky and
fucking-
choosy though.
Yeah,
about
like
what.
with their technology and what they have.
Yeah, I don't hate it, but it's really hard to
Well,
want to play.
this sounds like
It's
everything
not
about
it's
the
not
game
fun,
that
but it's interesting, and I don't like that.
You don't like
I'll
that
just
you want more.
I'll just watch the inevitable 5-hour cutscene compilation that they'll put on fucking
Well,
YouTube.
I mean, you can watch my streams because I'm going to be streaming it
Yeah, that's gonna be
pretty much
30 hours
every day starting Wednesday. I won't stream it Thursday though.
dude. You know what's so fucking
I'm going to be
bullshit?
playing Pokemon on Thursday.
So they have a sign up sheet for holidays for the post office, right?
Right.
And I didn't sign up to work Thanksgiving because like Alex was like, "Hey, you better not sign up for Thanksgiving." I'm like, "Yeah, fine, I won't sign up for it." I told her I'll probably work it anyway because they're assholes, but
Right.
I won't sign up. So I signed up, and it was like, I
signed up to work
So I signed up to work, right? No, I signed up to work the day before and the day after. But the problem is my days off are Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah.
And that was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for the sign-up sheet. And I said no to Thursday. So I was like, okay, either they're going to give me the 2 days around it, and they're going to give me Thursday anyway because they're fucks.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to have 3 days off that week, and I'm not going to be happy because I like getting that extra 8 hours working 5 days and then getting paid for the holiday.
Right.
But they did the worst possible thing, and they gave me Monday, Tuesday off, and then I work every day, and I'm like, God, dude, like, really? I have to work on Thanksgiving again? Like, the only holiday I've ever had off in this place... Oh, no, I took... Oh, that's not true. No, I did. Okay. I've only missed one holiday, and it was Halloween last year. Not this year's Halloween, last year's, and it's because I asked for it. Or else I would have been working. They almost made me work it anyway until I started bitching because they let people have the day off that signed up to have the day off way after me. And I was like, fuck that. You fucking forgot to put me on the list, and then they gave it to me. So a joke holiday is the only holiday I've ever not worked there in 2 years. Like,
Yeah.
and they made me work Thanksgiving, and they just gave me my
always
normal.
I work every Halloween.
They made
This
me-
is not a holiday you take off.
I know it isn't,
same.
but like with kids, you know, you got Jace. It's like, but like it's
I
again,
don't
yeah, it's
got
not a
Jace.
real holiday. You could take them, but it's like,
He's so glad for the opportunity.
Yeah.
For you giving away.
that's right. It's but you know, it's like that's the one, and it's not even a real holiday. It's a joke holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, God fucking damn it. I mean, I missed a day around Memorial Day, but I worked Memorial Day. I just missed the Sunday before because I was shit faced and.
Right.
And I didn't realize how late it was. We didn't get back down in time from Oktoberfest. And so I was just like, Jesus Christ, like, I had a feeling that was going to happen, and then it happened. I'm like, dude, fuck.
I had a feeling I was an alcoholic, and it happened.
Yeah, exactly. But what they do is they pick people whose day off it is, and they make them work first. But there's only one guy that has Thursday as his day off, and then they pick who has the least seniority, which is me. And so it was me and him, and that's it. Everyone else has it off. It's just me, him, and a bunch of fucking PSEs, a bunch of support employees, and that's it. And I'm like, motherfucker, man, I almost made it. I almost escaped. But they pulled me back in.
Almost. Sounds like you didn't escape at all.
Well, I mean, I guess...
Or there was like no hope of you escaping.
There kind of isn't. So then Christmas sign-up came up, and I just signed up to work it because I'm like, you know what? Fuck you people. I'll do it, all right? I'll do it. And I'll like yell at them if they give me the day off. I'd be like, well, what's the matter, huh? You don't want to work me on Christmas? What's wrong? You got a fucking heart? Like,
you
sympathy?
working on Christmas is you coming home very early Christmas morning, opening presents and going to sleep, and then going back to work later that evening. It's like you're not going to miss the part of Christmas that's Christmas.
That's what I try to tell Alex, and she's like, beep, 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 beep. I'm like, Alex, fucking Christmas is the morning. It's not 7:30 at night. It's fine. I'll just not sleep. It's like that's how it is every day. Every day. Always the same. No sleep.
Maybe she's just tired of going to bed without you there.
Maybe. And it's probably even worse because the days that I have off, I stay up till like super late anyway. So she does it anyway. But yeah, so work the holidays, guys. Fuck it.
I used to like being able to do that.
Yeah.
I miss being able to do that. Let's say that.
Yeah, getting some extra dough.
Yeah. More money for easier work.
I don't like them treating Black Friday
And then not
like
having
it's
to
a
spend
holiday.
time with people you don't want to spend time with.
I wish they would treat Black Friday like a holiday.
I don't like
This
it.
is America, Craig. This is where that's like the
Dude, I don't need my work to fucking treat Black Friday as a holiday, especially when I have Fridays off usually. Like, why the fuck would I want Friday off for sure when we have the option to start voting whether or not we have a 1-day weekend before working 3 days to have a 5-day weekend for fucking Thanksgiving?
Craig, I think your 5-day weekend is fucking sweet. So
Well,
imagine
I'm getting paid for Thanksgiving and for Black Friday, and I don't think I should be getting paid for Black Friday.
Imagine, dude, you are such a crazy person. You don't want urinals. You don't want to get paid for Black Friday. Like,
Why the fuck would I want to get paid for Black Friday?
why
It's
would you
a
not want to
holiday.
get? It's because you're getting money. Who cares?
It's kind of weird that
It is.
that they're considering Black Friday a holiday that you take work off for.
Yeah, I know.
It is, yeah.
Especially since like I have that day off anyway. Like, I'd
Honest-
rather them just treat Wednesday like it's a holiday because people usually leave for like, you know, a couple days for Thanksgiving. You know, go stay
Yeah.
at relatives or whatever. So
Yeah.
like, why the fuck wouldn't they just treat Wednesday as part of the Thanksgiving holiday if they're going to go stay somewhere? Like that makes more sense to me than treating Black Friday as a fucking holiday at a place where we always have Friday off.
I think we should treat. I think Black Friday has the potential to become the second 4th of July, right? So we have
The
Independence Day.
second 4th of July.
We have Independence Day, which is easily the most American day of the year, and then we can have Black Friday, which is definitely the runner-up. Like,
it's the most communist day of the year.
That's the most.
I mean, not communist.
Yeah, it's
fucking,
like-
fucking capitalist.
Yeah.
There we go. I got those two mixed up.
Jesus, it's the most commie day of the year.
It's fucking red.
Yeah, no, it is the most capitalist day of the year, so we could make it the 4th of July too. Basically, it's like we're celebrating our fucking our system of economic distribution.
It's the day where we try to get the economy to work again.
Yeah.
Getting
I'm not
these
gonna.
people to spend money. On
I'm not going to
things.
buy anything really this year. I might buy some gifts for Alex and them, but I'm not going to. Like, they've got some really good TV deals, 4K and stuff. Like, pretty damn
kind of
good.
want to get a 4K TV.
Like, we're
just 'cause,
talking-
like PS5 is coming out.
We're
next
talking
year.
like 70-inch for $700, 4K Samsung.
Yeah,
like,
a Samsung though, huh?
yeah,
That's one of their reject bin TVs. Then
Yeah. No, it's not bad. They're getting cheaper is the thing. But my justification is I don't have a PS4 Pro and I don't have the PS5 yet. So I'm just going to wait till next year and then I'll buy a PS5 and I'll buy a 4K because none of us have 4K, right?
Yeah, none of us have 4K.
No,
Because there's almost
no point.
Yeah, exactly. There's no point. But when the PS5 comes out, or if we had pros, there'd be kind of a point.
There's just no point to 4K in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, the color's richer. Right?
You can just oversaturate the image on your 1080p the TV. Look at all this color. Saturate that.
Cameron's just like, I'm colorblind anyway. Which I think I might actually be with some colors. Like, it's not blind, it's just I can't tell if it's blue or green.
Well, the blue-green color blindness is the thing.
It's not, it doesn't look gray, they just look the same.
No, they look the same. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, that's what color blindness is, dude.
And like, well, some people are legit colorblind. Like, they only
some
see
people
gray.
can only, there's,
But
there's
there
that,
are.
but that's a different
Did you
thing.
just figure out that you're blue-green colorblind today?
Slightly. I know I've known for a little while because it's not, and it may be. Yeah, that's purple.
Which one?
Well, the one on your left is purple. My right.
What color is this ball that I'm speaking into?
That one's gray. It's like totally.
This card right here has blue and green. Which spot is blue and which one's
Well,
green?
I can tell that that's blue, that's green.
It's
the turquoise cobalt bullshit that like fucks me over. Wait,
Yeah,
cobalt's black, isn't it?
So
pull up
like
one of
the
those
colors that are
color
blue,
blindness
green
tests.
mixed. You
Yeah,
can't tell which
I
one.
can't tell if
Okay.
it's more blue or more green, and Alex usually disagrees with me. And then after looking at it for a while, I can kind of tell.
Well, then maybe not truly colorblind.
Maybe I'm just retarded.
Yeah.
color retarded.
Color retarded. Yeah, it's like colorblind lights. It's better to be retarded than to be blind, as it were, according to us right here, right now.
All right.
Oh, fucking A. Yeah, so that's it for what we've been playing this week, finally. Has anybody beaten a game this fucking week?
Nope.
No for you, Craig?
Yep.
Sorry, I was interrupted by the beautiful sultry sounds. Sekiro for Cameron.
Uh-huh.
Sekiro. For me, nada. Caleb Craig, King Hog. I am in second place, 6 games behind, 36-30. Cameron, 13. 13 games, Cameron.
Nice.
Over a game a month.
Nice.
You never beat that many games before the podcast.
No.
I don't think I did either.
Well,
Honestly,
to be
except for
fair,
maybe
Cam
Final
played
Fantasy.
like a shitload of Fallout 3. Like a shitload.
Yeah.
Fallout
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
I'm going to announce a contest also, by the way. So, guys, you know how much we've been loving on Conan Exiles, right?
Real fast. I kind of want to have you do this, but take this test real fast.
Is it color blindness?
Yeah.
test?
So you see the gap in the ring, and you need to click where the gap is.
What do you mean the gap?
You not see it? See,
Well,
there's
a red circle.
Okay, there's the red almost circle with the green background. And the color's going to change, but the red inner circle is not a complete circle. There's a gap where it doesn't complete. Click where that gap is. Okay, keep going. It's timing you now, but don't.
Oh, God. What the fuck? Oh, no. No!
What does it say?
I don't know. Where are the results?
You are. Oh, did you start it over? Damn it! I need to find it again. Oh well, we'll do it again later.
I think at the very last question, the very last one is really hard.
All right, we'll find out later.
Yeah. So I don't know if we'll review Conan Exiles this year. I mean, if we all finish it, we probably will, but I'm not sure if that'll happen. But I'm going to do a contest. Guys, you know we've been playing a lot of Conan Exiles. You know that much to your chagrin for many of you.
Yeah.
It's 50-50 whether the people love the Conan Exiles talk or hate it. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to give away a copy of the collector's edition of Conan Exiles for whatever platform you want it on to the person who can guess how many hours of Conan Exiles is reported back to us at the end of the year from PlayStation Network. You know, they give us our stats for the end of the year. Whoever gets the closest for all 3 of our playtimes will give a collector's edition of that game too. And of course, we're still playing it and all of that. So just keep that in mind as we get closer to the end of the year.
Right.
So, okay, what is this? Journalist EW?
Do you want to read that out loud?
Our demands to South Park if it is not banned. 1, original creators to step down. 2, a new diverse writing and art staff. 3, new actors and characters, women, trans, and immigrants. 4, a new relatable premise and setting. South Park shouldn't be a propaganda vehicle for whiteness. Okay.
It's not a joke account. They're being serious.
Oh, well. Well, yeah, I mean, there are retarded people out there, of course.
It's just like, how stupid can you be? Like,
that is the answer to that
South
question.
Park has made fun of literally every group of people since the beginning of time. And it's mostly making fun of white people in a lot of episodes.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of episodes. Like, the whole gluten thing. Like, that's definitely a white thing.
Yeah.
Oh, God. All right.
Some people just can't be pleased, Greg.
Fucking stupid.
They are. No one denies it. All right, you guys ready to review this fucking Sekiro?
Do it.
Let's do it.
Your hunger may beget a fine shinobi. I expected no less from you, my boy. Sir.
Oh my God. I can't stand the English voice acting.
Listen, Wolf. You must never forget the Iron Code.
I see
Defend your master with your life. If he is taken, bring him back at any cost.
I see.
Craig's worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Not that one. The one in the fucking acid pits, man.
So the noble shinobi stands in our way.
It seems fate still doesn't want you dead.
God. Please tell me you guys played this in Japanese.
Rise from every fall.
Sekiro. Shadows die twice.
Available 3/22/2019.
This is the first Rise type game.
Yeah. Did you guys play? You played it in Japanese, right, Cameron?
Yeah.
Okay, so I almost didn't.
You almost didn't?
I almost played it in English, but I decided that that's craziness.
Yeah, that's fucking
And
stupid.
the voice acting was fine until the one guy.
The sculptor?
Yeah, is that who that was?
I'm pretty sure that
Oh
was
my
the sculptor.
god. Fate just can't keep you down. Like, did this guy get paid for this? Like, Jesus Christ. So, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, action-adventure video game developed by From Software, published by Activision. Let me repeat that. Action-adventure game. This isn't an RPG, basically at all. It's very similar to the Soulsborne games. And, of course, it is now coined by me, Eldon Seki Soulsborne. But it fits, but it also is different, because it is an action-adventure game. It's not an RPG pretty much at all.
This is an action game.
It's a lot more like Zelda, where it has those similar elements where you can get your health increased like you can in an RPG, but the way you go about
the biggest thing for me is if it's like you have a set of tools, like you can't really deviate from the main path at all of how to tackle the game, then it's an action-adventure. And if you can, you can beat the game doing something completely different than someone else because you leveled up in an area, then that's an RPG.
Yeah, and you can't in this one. It's very limited in what you can do.
Very limited. You have to learn the same way everyone else does.
You can kind of spam the attack power when you get the mask thing, but that's about it. And that's not really, even then, that's not an RPG element.
Well, there's also a variation in the prosthetics. You could choose to do different ones.
Yeah, but I mean, there's still only a finite amount that you can upgrade them.
Yeah, but not everybody's going to be using the same things.
That's true, and it does change your attack style and your fighting patterns. So it's, of course, it takes place in a fictionalized version of the Sengoku period in Japan and follows a shinobi called Wolf, as he's basically taken revenge on a group of people that kidnapped him and kidnapped his lord and attacked him, cut his fucking arm off. So the game came out March 22nd, 2019 for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Microsoft Windows. Story. Okay. So this game takes place, like we said, feudal Japan. Really awesome fucking setup, honestly. I think it's really cool. I'm glad we're getting this like feudal Japan phase now with PlayStation.
I enjoy that a lot. I look forward to it in other games too, like Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
It's a really great setting that I haven't really seen that much in games other than like a few on PS2. But I guess Way of the Samurai had like a PS3 game.
Yeah, but now that we're getting the really big tech, we can get these really beautiful
this
pieces.
game is really beautiful.
It looks really fucking good. So it's a reimagined 16th century Sengoku area, and the story is basically Isshin Ashina basically staged a coup and is seizing control of the land of Ashina. And you get your guy is introduced, your kid, your guy, Sekiro, Wolf, shows up. He's basically charged with defending the lord of the kingdom, right? So the surviving kid, and you're a shinobi. You're trained in the ways of the shinobi, and Genichiro is trying to save his family line, pretty much. He's finding the divine heir, Kuro, using his dragon heritage to create an immortal army kind of a thing, right?
Right.
And the whole idea behind the dragon heritage is that he has power in his blood that gives you the ability to resurrect. And that's what you use to survive the fight against Genichiro in the very beginning of the game. Because during this coup, you meet up on this hill, and he basically cuts your fucking arm off. And it sucks because even if you win that first fight, he still cuts your arm off. Like, yeah. I was hoping it's like a secret ending, like like in fucking Far Cry 4 or something, where you listen to the guy and you just win the game,
Right.
But sadly, he'll still cut your fucking arm off. And you use that dragon's blood or whatever to survive it, and you awaken in this temple where you meet a guy called the Sculptor, who was a former shinobi himself, and he now carves Buddha statues, and they're like all over the place in his little area, and he has given you a prosthetic arm, a shinobi prosthetic, which is a really crazy fucking...
Yeah, don't think about how it works. It just does.
It's like fucking made of bone, and it looks like bones, but it totally works as a fucking hand. Yeah, you cannot think about this more than like...
It works just as well as the hand does.
Yeah. And you know what I love the most about this fucking game, dude? You know what I love the most about this? So lately we've been getting this like increase in games that are really inclusive, you know? And like, so with Battlefield 5... You've got the prosthetics in Battlefield 5, and it's supposed to be like an inclusive kind of thing, because Battlefield 5 is a very inclusive game.
In the game.
They're not really, yeah. But like, you know, in Battlefield 5, you can make your guy look like a fucking lesbian with a crazy purple hair, and like you can make him look
Battlefield
nutso.
5, you can't.
I thought you could.
No, you can. They have like elites and skins and stuff you can buy, but nothing's
I think
crazy.
there was the idea that they were going to add like customization to it, but they kind of took that out.
Yeah.
And they have like, skins that you can buy
I only
now.
played a couple hours. I just remember they were talking about that. But they had it was like this inclusive thing, right? And what I love about it is From Software is like, oh, okay. Yeah, we can include let's be inclusive to the people with prosthetic, limbs and like people that have these disabilities. And make it absolutely impossible for them to play our game. That's the thing that I love the most. It's inclusive in the fact that you are playing a guy who has been maimed and ruined by society, but if you are that way, you will never be able to finish this game. And that,
you say that,
is
but
beautiful.
someone's probably working on a playthrough using like a Dance Dance Revolution playmat.
Exactly. So when you tell me, and one of the listeners got mad at me because I said that they shouldn't make Sekiro more available, and I think he said his like thumb is gone or something. Just get it on the DDR pad. Look, man, if we're talking about overcoming
the solution that we all like thought was best for being inclusive was being able to change the control scheme.
Yeah, no, that makes
unlike
sense.
all games,
that's fine.
Which isn't really an option in Sekiro.
No, but the controls are really great though, so I can't really complain.
Yeah, they're pretty solid.
But I loved that. I when I realized that in the game, I was like, it's kind of it's inclusive, like Battlefield 5 was thinking about being inclusive, but it's also very exclusive because those people that it's trying to like include can never play this game ever because it's so precise, and you can't do it. So 10 out of 10.
It is a very precise game, yeah, but it's really just learning timing.
Yeah. So
it's like one of those quick time event games, except the quick time events are real quick.
Yeah, real fucking quick.
real quick.
And they got real dire consequences, too, like that loading screen. Very painful. Yeah. So, once you get this shinobi prosthetic, you assault Ashina Castle, and you confront Genichiro, and you take his ass down. But he's able to survive because he took a drink from the rejuvenating waters, which is like a non-magical, man-made version of the dragon's blood thing, right? That's kind of how it's depicted in here. And so Kuro, instead of leaving and running away, he wants to stay and perform the immortal severance ritual, which basically removes the whole idea, his whole dragon resurrection. It gets rid of all of that and prevents anybody else from fighting over him to obtain immortality. So he's willing to die to remove immortality and prevent all these coups and this bloodshed. Because the whole idea was to get a hold of this kid to get his power, right? And he wants to... His plan is to have his immortality severed from him to kind of make that obsolete from the world, to remove that magic, that resurrective force.
The thing that kind of is weird to me about the whole story in this is... He can't give the blood unless he agrees to it. So clearly he can stop anybody from doing it, which I think is kind of why they start going after the mortal blades. But that kind of doesn't make any sense because nobody knew how to damage him until like you found those old scrolls. But apparently Ishin knew about the mortal blades the whole time, but they didn't know where any of them were. And like one of the things in the story is that Genichiro found the black one, the black mortal blade, because there's only like 2, I guess.
Yeah.
So I mean, as far as I played, it didn't give any answers to how everybody knew what the fuck was going on.
Right. And yeah, that's true. It does kind of talk about how he has to choose to give the power, and maybe he's just worried over time he'll eventually give in. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what that.
Anyways, as everyone knows, whenever we review a game, spoiler heavy. So if you are playing through this game, you keep listening at your own risk.
Yeah, we're gonna ruin everything here. So that's kind of the path he wants to take, and you agree to help him, and you set out and collect a bunch of shit, all these components to create the Mortal Blade and to like kill this kid, basically. And you get the blade from Ishin Ashina, who becomes your friend and names you Sekiro, which means one-armed wolf, right? After he sees your prosthetic.
Which is kind of interesting, because that sculptor guy, his name is Sekijo, which means like one-armed orangutan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense, I guess. I mean, not really, but... Hey, you know what? Well, orangutans I think they're probably stronger than wolves. I don't know, man. Monkeys are like freakish, man.
They
like
can be.
They're like ridiculous. Like how fucking strong they are.
Well, I mean, he kind of looks like an ape too.
Kinda, yeah. Whoa, easy.
How'd you feel about the one part in the game where you just lay into a group of monkeys all together?
I felt great, man. I felt like that was pure combat right there. Assassinating their red asses, baboons, not bamboos. Jesus,
I don't think they were baboons.
There are some monkeys with some real red asses. I don't know if they were baboons, but there's some real red asses in this game.
It's true. I don't know what kind of monkey they were.
No, and they might not have been. I think you might. I don't know what the fuck they were actually.
They might be a kind of baboon, but I don't know.
I'm not up on my monkey.
I think baboons have blue
They
asses.
look like Japanese macaques.
Yeah, there you go.
It's probably I mean, it is in Japan, so that makes sense. So you buddy up with him. You get your nickname, and you return to the castle, and you run into your father, who was Owl, and you thought he was dead years ago, and he reveals that he's also seeking the dragon heritage, and he orders you to renounce your loyalty to Kuro. So he wants you to break the shinobi code, while also obeying the shinobi code.
It's not really breaking the shinobi code.
No, it is, because you're supposed to obey your master, and you're supposed to obey your father.
The first law is to obey the father first.
Yeah.
In all things. And then the second is to do whatever the master says. So the first law precedes the second law.
See, and
So technically it wouldn't be breaking the code. Because
it is breaking part of the code,
supersedes the other, then
if it is a hierarchy of rules, then yeah, it wouldn't be breaking the code, because there's an answer for that. It's this is most important, this is second most important, this is third. So this is where you get the choice, right? You get to either choose to follow your father and betray Kuro, or remain loyal to Kuro. So if you side with your father, you have to fight Emma, who's this fucking girl that's like the doctor character, and she's in Lord Ishin's service.
She's found a cure for like the dragon rot.
Yeah. And then you fight Ishin as well. And once you defeat them, you basically, I guess what happens when you beat them? What's the ending?
If you
this is something you did.
If you take the short ending and you fight Emma and Ishin, basically you're taken over by what they call Shura. You're becoming Shura. Basically, you have an insatiable need to kill. And so once you slay Ishin, your father comes in, not many could have bested him, but you're one of the few. And he just, turns around, monologuing, and then you run him through, and your dad dies. He's like, no, I don't think he says Sekiro. He says, like, oh, why would you, do that? And then he's like, eyes go wide, Shura. And then as your father dies, and his sword's on the ground. You slowly bend down to pick it up, and your prosthetic arm is like slowly like catching on fire, while everything around you is slowly catching on fire because of your fight with Ishin. And you slowly pick up your father's sword. So you're holding your sword, you have the mortal blade on your back, and then your father's sword in the other hand. And then Kuro comes crawling into the doorway as everything's on fire. He's like, "No, you can't be Shira." And then you go to black, and your little text that scrolls by goes, the slaughter that happened. Thousands have died in the land. And they still say like the demon resides there or something like that.
Oh, okay. So it's like a cut to black ending.
Yeah. And so it just says that you've gone completely murderously insane and you kill everyone.
Okay. So if you choose to side with Kuro, which is what I did, you fight and you kill Owl, you use all the shit you've gathered, all the stuff
A
you've...
shinobi can't break the iron code. So you broke the iron code.
I did,
Not a
yeah.
good shinobi.
Yeah,
I did.
Bitch.
I broke the code. I entered the Fountainhead Palace. I went to the Divine Realm where I fought the dragon,
The wagon.
the Divine Dwagon, to get his
What are you, Elmer Fudd?
yeah, to get his tears basically, and that's what you use to sever the immortality. And we go back to Ashina Castle. We find out it's been attacked by the Interior Ministry, and we find out that Kuro fled through a secret passage, which I had gotten to that point in the game, and I thought, okay, well, don't know where the secret passage is, and I went a completely roundabout way, and I fought the Demon of Hatred, which was a horrifyingly difficult fight for me, and it took me probably like 10 hours to fight this one guy, and I'm horrible
What was
at
this fight
parrying
like?
him. It's terrible. It's kind of like Grade 8, but on steroids with 3 phases. And I think if I would have taken the time to learn his parries, which I refuse to do because I'm afraid of the big bosses in this game for some reason, I'm not convinced that I can parry them. Like, I just don't believe it's true because it just seems so unreal.
Like the second you don't, or you're not up in their space parrying their attacks, that's when they get you.
Yeah. But so I went that way, and that wasn't the way to go. And it was actually really easy when I found out where to go. And that final boss was a lot easier than the fucking God, the Demon of Hatred guy. Fucking asshole. Which, of course, by the way, is the sculptor. He turns into the Demon of Hatred.
Yeah, so one of the cool things that I like about the story is that along the way you get little bits of alcohol, which you can like share with certain characters like Emma, Ishin, or the sculptor guy. And if you do this, then they like reveal bits of story and lore and stuff about themselves to you. And if you do that enough with the sculptor during the Demon of Hatred fight, you actually recognize him as the sculptor, and then the Demon of Hatred will tell you that he wants you to kill him.
Yeah.
Basically.
And I think the
and
demon...
then when you kill him, he thanks you.
Yeah, I think he becomes what you would have become in the end, basically.
Shira.
He is Shira.
Yeah. So and that's what he's doing. He's on fire. He's a flame beast, and he's just killing everybody. Like no matter what side they're on, because there's this huge conflict. Like,
Yeah.
as you know, the game it's just all about coups and shit, like all day long, right? There's all these factions, just like now it's our turn to fuck you from behind, and like they're in this big fight, and this Demon of Hatred is just melting all these people.
Yeah,
killing
and
them.
it's the conflict between like everybody trying to get Kuro that breeds so much hatred that his Shura form like emerges.
Exactly. So you bring him down, and he does thank you. But I didn't get that text, so I didn't know it was him until after, and then I was like,
you
I
didn't
don't
give
know.
him the booze?
You have to do it a certain amount of times, and at certain points, I think. And then you
I don't know if
realize-
it's certain points. You just have to give him like there's like different kinds of booze, and you just have to give it to him.
Sake and refined sake, monkey booze, ashina sake.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think there's like one special one that was like the last one.
So, yeah. So then when you actually go there, you find out that,
Oh, there's like the tea one or whatever.
yeah. So you go back to the castle, you find out it's been attacked, Kuro left. You also find out that Ishin has died. So he succumbs to his illness and dies here in this playthrough. He's just laying there dead. And she's like, oh, Kuro left in the secret passage, but not the secret passage right here, the one in the very beginning of the game. instead, which I forgot where it was, and it was like this. I was like, where the fuck is this passage? Like, I went and I killed everything, dude. Everything that I could possibly kill, and I'm like, where the fuck is this fucking passage, man? And then I found it, and then I went and I just beat the game. But you find the passage, and you come across Genichiro, who is alive again, and he is wielding a second black mortal blade. So he's got his own mortal blade, because he's just trying to, like, you know, basically kill everything as well. He wants to do that. He challenges you to fight again, a final time, and this is where it gets really fucking disturbing. So once you beat him, he sacrifices himself. He, like, cuts his own throat, and he fucking uses somehow this brings back Ishin, but it's Ishin, like, in his fucking prime. It's like not old man Ishin. This is like Ishin to the 10th degree. And Ishin, even though he's on your side and he knows that, he honors Genichiro's sacrifice, because Genichiro is his, like, grandson, right? He honors his sacrifice.
See, the Iron Code is everything.
I know.
So
I know.
you fucked up.
I fucked up, but I think my ending's way better, even though it's against the whole code. But even he follows the code, and he's like, fuck it. He's like, you know, I'm gonna honor my grandson's sacrifice to bring me back to life, and he fights you, and it's fucking brutal. It's sick, right? It's fucking, god damn it. So after you do this is where there are 3 separate endings. They're separated by things you've given to Kuro. So what I got, it was just the standard ending, apparently, is the Immortal Severance. So I give Kuro the Dragon Tears, and I sever his ties with the Divine Dragon, which of course means I kill him. And the kid's laying down in the field.
Kid?
Yeah, I killed the kid. Yep. I obeyed my father in the end, and I obeyed my master.
No, your father wanted the blood for himself too.
That's true. I guess I didn't obey him necessarily. And I didn't really betray the kid, because the kid wanted me to do that from the beginning. It's a weird...
Yeah.
It's kind of fucked up. But we kill Kuro, and Sekiro becomes the next sculptor, and this is where it becomes just like fucking Dark Souls, where it's like, you take a hit, you take a big-ass rip off that bong, and it's like, you're the guy in the beginning of the game? You're the final boss in the 3rd game. The final boss in the 3rd game is your character from the 1st game.
Now you're
It's
just
like,
a really hard optional boss in this game.
yeah, pretty soon you're going to be the evil flame guy when you restart the game over again, and the sculptor's going to be your first character. It's crazy, but that you become that guy, and it's like crazy.
You just start sculpting,
and you do, and you end your
At
life.
the same temple.
Yeah, yeah, it's the same place. Yeah.
What? He doesn't get a better
do
temple?
you look older?
No, you're the same. And this is you. Basically, you acknowledge that it was you, and you learn that, you know, if you got the text, you learn that the Demon of Hatred was the previous sculptor, and then you actually get to go explore the world again. It's like, is the game over for you? Because it's over. It's over for you, right? For me, it's
New
not
Game
over.
Plus prompted.
I can go New Game Plus, but I can go do everything else in the world, because I'm not fucking crazy and just ravaging the planet.
But I got scared, so I didn't do anything, because I didn't want to, I want to pull down my save.
Yeah, okay. So you can go back, because we forced Cameron to fucking beat it early, so we forced him to do an ending he didn't want to do, because it's fewer bosses. I mean, it's an ending you'd have to do in the end.
The fucking Iron Code.
And that's,
And you want to do obey the Iron Code.
I've made that excuse for multiple games. Like, I can't remember what the game was.
Like, where in the game did Sekiro have any sort of personal character progression where he cares about anything besides obeying the Iron Code?
All the time, actually. He
Besides
does show
drinking booze.
A lot of
people.
his interactions with Kuro kind of suggest that he has like an emotional attachment to him.
Yeah, it's more than just obedience. He like loves the kid. So that's how it ends there, and that's when you find out that the other sculptor was the Demon of Hatred. So there's a purification ending. Do you want me to reveal the other endings, or do you want to just experience them?
I kind of want to experience them, but if you wanted to review them...
No, we can just leave it at that. And you pretty much... There's no spoiler with the Immortal Severance ending, because Kuro wants you to do that. He wants you to sever the ties, and you know that means killing him. Because the Immortal Blade, the whole point of getting the Immortal Blade is to kill Kuro. It's to be able to kill what is immortal, right? So that's not really much of a spoiler. I don't know about the other endings. honestly, I haven't looked into it, so I won't. I've got the other endings pulled up. I won't read them so that we can experience them. Those are the 2 endings we got. I'm pretty satisfied with mine. The only thing that I was upset at is I was looking at the trophies, and there's one conversation you have to overhear between the sculptor and Emma, and it prompts another little bell that you get to visit the past again, but it's a different iteration of the Harada estate, which is a place where you go and you find like the estate burned down and your father's there wounded and you thought he's dead. And that's where you thought he died in the past. But it's like a different instance of that where you fight your father at a young age and you fight another optional boss as well. And that's how you get and there's like a couple guys that give you prayer beads in there too. So if you miss that, you not only miss 2 boss fights, but you miss the ability to fully upgrade your stance. And so I can't. I can roam the world, but I can't go get the rest of the shit. I've got every other fucking prayer bead in the game except for those 2 because they weren't available. I was just like, son of a bitch, man. Because I told myself I'm not looking anything up, and then I got to the end and I was like, okay, I'll look up where to get the last gourd seed. I'll look up where to get like the beads to make my guy a little tougher. Mm-hmm. And I actually beat the game before I did the bead thing.
See, I missed that one skill tree that you got with the final skills.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I didn't get that one because like you're supposed to go find the Tengu before you kill the second guardian ape, and I didn't do that. And so now like the only other way for me to get it is like through some weird means of like I had to overhear a conversation between Emma and Ishin, and then at like some other point I'm gonna have to like sneak into his room when he's not there to like get it out of the box or something like that.
Yeah, and I played the game with no guide because I wanted it to be a raw experience for the most part. I mean, when I would find something, I would tell Caleb and Caleb would tell me. And I don't know why I do that. It's like I told that to James, and he was my buddy James, who I do Schweiss and Johnson with, and he was like, "Why don't you just look it up online?" And isn't that the same thing? And I'm like, "Well, no, but yes. I mean, I like to experience it like." You know, it's like the 80s, and all we have is each other, you know, and it's like, where do you get through the forest in Zelda? And he's like, well, you got to go up twice, left once, and down. And it's like, wow, that's bullshit. How'd you figure that out? Well, I don't fucking know, but I did.
Nintendo help.
Yeah, I
paid 25 cents to get the tip.
25 cents a minute. Yeah. Call now for your tips.
Hey, Schweiss,
just the tip.
I found out where this thing is. How'd you do that? I just fucking Googled it, you fucking prick.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Yeah. I try to do that with Conan Exiles, too. I like refuse to look things up because I want it to be so pure. It's like beautiful.
But, I mean, because I knew I was running out of time, and so I had wanted to maximize the amount of prayer beads and gourd seeds I had early on.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. Like, I did all the side bosses and stuff, like as many as I could before Genichiro. And so when I fought Genichiro for the first time, I think I had like either 4 or 5 prayer necklace sets already.
Nice. I don't remember how many I had, but I was really bad at the game at that point, so...
And I got through his fight super easy. Then I did, I ignored most of the head lists. They didn't really...
Once you get Divine Confetti, once you can farm gold and buy it from one of the guys, you can kill the headless really easily.
Yeah.
And the headless, did you kill any of them?
2 of them.
So you know what they give you.
Yeah, the reusable items.
It's awesome. Mm-hmm. Instead of having those candies. And that's how I get a Demon of Hatred. I pulled out Divine Confetti and I threw on one of the headless abilities. Dude, I was fucking chunking that guy. It was sick. It felt like an actual boss. Like, it felt like a boss should feel like you're doing some damage for once. Like, even though the game's not about damage at all. It's not about damage, and I was playing it completely wrong for most of it.
But taking him down like halfway really helps with the posture kill.
Yeah, because then if you fuck up, the posture doesn't just laugh at you as it's like flipping you off.
Yeah, even certain bosses will back off and then let their posture restore as you're trying to come after them.
When it does that, I don't know if you ever saw this guy, but when we saw Godsmack, and I've brought this story up a few times before, there was the guy that was super high, that was like doing the come here motion at the stage and then flipping him off. Did you see that guy?
Yeah.
It's that guy. That's what the bosses do in this game when they like take a step back. They're like just slowly like telling you to come here, and then they just flip you off, and it's like, and their stance bar is just like just gone. And Ishin is the fucking worst at that. And because you don't really do damage to Ishin. Like, you can, but like his stance builds pretty fast, but it drops fucking just as fast. So you can't fuck up. Like,
I know.
You have to be.
You have to keep on him.
You have to be on his ass. Yeah, it's a fight, man.
That,
Same
like I
with
said,
Owl.
I would have
Owl's
a
drops
pattern,
real
and then the
fucking fast.
second like you deviated from the pattern, or Genichiro or Ishin decided fuck your pattern.
Yeah,
then it was all over.
And you said you said the same thing, I think, or someone. Maybe it was you. Like, there's times when you know what he's doing, but you'll do the other thing anyway.
Yeah,
like,
that was me.
And it seems you like there's like a mental block there where like you think
You
he's
get
going to
so
do.
focused on doing one thing that you keep doing that one thing, even though you know it's the wrong.
Yeah,
thing.
even though you know, because he telegraphs it all the time. When he does a certain set of like slashes at a certain angle, you know he's going to do the Mikiri.
What I hate is, let's just say you want to do that Mikiri counter. You're good at Mikiri counters, but you're walking around a circle and they procs the perilous attack, and then you go to do a Mikiri counter like you've always done. But then for some reason it still thought you were holding the stick to the left and you dodge left instead,
or even worse, you don't do the Mikiri counter. You like lunge forward and you take the damage.
Yeah, like,
it's weird.
This game, it's like, so you just pressed a new key now, but let's just go ahead and go with what you pressed a second ago anyway.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though, when you get the spear Mikiri counter, it's extremely satisfying because he'll lunge his polearm at you, and you just fucking like yank it. You like pull him towards you, and then you just
that's
fuck
cool,
him up.
Actually.
Yeah, and when I started getting the pole section,
Mikiri counter by far is the best counter to do in the game. I love that. It's just so satisfying.
It really
It's
is.
pretty satisfying,
Because you just fucking stomp their sword into the ground.
The other major counter is
them.
to fucking Mario on someone's head after they sweep
Yeah.
attack. It's just like,
I just can't see
Mario.
yeah, it's like I just can't see myself doing that in real life. I could see me doing the Mikiri counter if I was a badass.
Could you see yourself
can't.
jumping like 7 feet in the air? Because that's what he does whenever he jumps anyway.
Yeah, especially when you get the double jump.
I mean, if you had a 7-foot vertical, why wouldn't you jump on someone's head?
I would probably jump all the time. Yeah,
Fucking destroy him, man.
that would probably be my main course of action in a fight.
It's like, oh fuck, who invited Gary again?
Who does that? Yeah, like
Hey,
who
you want
the
to
fuck-
see something cool? What the fuck?
Yeah, just fucking like kick him in the face with both feet and then
Yeah.
do a flip.
No one expects that. Exactly. That would be my main combat
No one
mode.
fucking expects it.
Yeah, like,
You want to go, bro? You want to go? You want to fucking go? You just hop on there.
Yeah.
I thought you said you wanted to go. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, why are you on the ground? Why are you knocked out, bitch? What happened to your neck? I thought you wanted to fight.
why are you dead?
Yeah. God, yeah. Seriously though, like I
mean, yeah, Mikiri counter is more satisfying, but a 7-foot vertical in real life would be more satisfying.
that would be pretty fucking sweet. You could do a lot with that. Like
You could probably play basketball,
and you could
reasonably
do
well
some
with that.
insane dunks, like 360s, like over the like cartwheels midair. You could do a lot of shit if you had 7 feet of airtime on top of your almost 6-foot frame. Like, that's pretty impressive.
This is more or less solidifies my theory that Sekiro is just feudal Japan Spider-Man.
Yeah.
With his fucking jumps,
The
his
grappling
fucking
hook.
grapple hook, and he just swings through the fucking it's just feudal Spider-Man is all it is.
That's a fair assessment. I like that. I like that a lot. So as far as story goes, I think it's a pretty good story, and this is one of the areas that I think the other Seki Soulsborne games suffer from personally. Because I mean, we had Joe and he reviewed Bloodborne, and it was mostly lore, right? And this game actually has a story. It has a story. It's a very easy to follow story for the most part. There's some like weird shit that happens, but it's very simple. You have a task, and the task is to help your master sever his immortality because people keep dying around him with people trying to attempt to take that power from him. And then you have, of course, your father coming in, and you have the whole shinobi code, but it's very simple, right?
Gotta obey the code, or else you're a fucking worthless shinobi.
Exactly. It's a very easy thing.
This was the honorable end, the one I did.
Oh, that's the thing. Cuphead was the other really hard game that has an end that, like, the honorable ending is paying your debts with the devil. I mean, I fucking signed a contract. I felt obliged to fulfill it, and I turned him in, and I got the bad ending. And like, game's done. Guy sent me out to do this task. I did it. My debt is paid.
Wait. So you took the easier ending in Cuphead?
I did both.
Oh, okay.
The devil fight was rough. So doing both was like another 5 hours of my life, but I did initially take the easy way out, and I'm like, look, man, the guy gave me, I made a deal, and I said I'd do this thing, and I did it. Like, it's over, right?
Technically.
Craig was on the chat, and he's like, dude, that doesn't count. And I'm like,
I didn't say that.
Why would you say that?
I didn't.
How
I thought
could
you did.
say that?
No.
I thought you said that was a cheap way to go.
I said that was like what Joe did with Bloodborne, but
No,
that's about it.
that's different.
Well,
That's not different.
It is. Well, I mean,
Joe decided
ending in
not to fight the
Bloodborne,
last boss.
there is no
it's
boss
the exact
fight.
same choice, though. Like, it's like, hey, I'm not going to fight the last boss. I'm going to do what he said. And it's the same thing with Cuphead. Like, you don't fight the last
That is
boss
kinda-
because you do.
yeah.
You just agree with him.
It's weird. All these games, these difficult ass games, like you have this figure that tells you what to do, and if you listen to him, you've been listening to him the whole time. If you continue to listen to him,
if you
get
didn't
the
take the
cheap ass
time
ending.
to collect all the umbilical cords, you didn't get the real ending anyway.
That's true. Oh, that ending is okay. The alien creature is not hard, but he is fucking nuts when you do those. When you fight him at all, dude. I can't remember what is his name. The fucking guy.
The old hunter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name for some reason. He's sick though. Fighting him is like insane.
I mean, he is in a wheelchair.
Yeah. Sick, super sick. Paralyzingly sick, right? I think this is the best story that any of the Soulsborne games have had so far.
Sekiro?
Easily. Yeah. Because it's the only one that really has a story, and
Right.
it has lore too. I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed the little side conversations. I think all of the characters
It still
are very
doesn't
well
give
done.
you the entire story. We still have to go pick out the pieces.
Yeah, it still
So-
has elements of what the Souls series has been known for. But
Just like put in a different way. Like you can eavesdrop on various characters and
Yeah.
give you like little bits of information about the world and what's going on.
the difference,
Like one of the missions for the merchant guy was to like find out what the people need so you can like give it to them, and then you like overhear these two guys talking on a bridge and say, "Oh, you know what?
Did you
we need
send
salt
that big
because we've been
monk over
using
that?
it for purification stuff and other things."
Did you send that big monk over to that dude?
I think so. Yeah.
Did you send the that one like lost samurai over to like the weird creepy dude inside the jail? Or not the jail, the dungeon area?
I did one of them. I can't remember which one. Oh no, I didn't do that one.
No?
No.
Okay.
I couldn't figure out which guy
I
he
sent
was
him.
talking about.
No, I know. Well, it's back in Ashina Reservoir when you go back to the place you crawled out of where you fight that other lone wolf dude. As you're going to do the lone wolf fight, there's just another samurai dude just chilling there. You can go up and talk to. He's like obsessed with that sound he hears.
Oh, okay.
And then I told him to go to the abandoned dungeon.
Oh,
You sent him to be an experiment.
I guess, yeah.
nice. Yeah. So there's a lot. That's the thing I like about this game. There's a story, and then there's lore if you want it. There's extra lore if you want
But
it.
with super easy to miss side quests.
Very easy to miss.
Like
yeah.
Did you guys
this
finish
game
out
is the
the-
king of not holding your hand through anything.
Did you guys finish out the quest line for the merchant guy?
No.
I don't think I finished it. No.
Okay,
After
so
I gave him the
like,
dude, I kind of like stopped caring. To
I
spot
saw what
stuff.
happened, like if you like follow through with all of his stuff and Kintaro's stuff. And basically, what happens is like when you go back to Ashina Castle after like the big group invades, then and everything's on fire, then you find out that Kintaro dies, and the merchant guy is like really freaking out about it
Wait,
because they
no,
like became good friends.
No, I'm positive. Like I'm positive. I went back to him to buy some scrap iron because I wanted to finish leveling up one of my prosthetics.
Yeah.
And so he was still there after
No,
I picked up the Lotus.
it's after that. It's like during the time when you go to fight the final boss. There's like a section where like the town is on fire. or something like that.
Huh. Is it after
It's
that?
when the sculptor leaves.
Are you thinking about after you
that's
fight
my
your father?
ending. That's not his ending.
Yeah, that's,
He didn't
that's
get
the
that.
one that he got. Basically, during that time, like the Kintaro dies by like one of the samurais. They kill him, and then he's like, "No, he's just over there sleeping," and he like really freaks out, and then he like lays down and dies because he gets diseased or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a weird, fucked up ending, but for those guys, but they like became really good friends because you like set them up.
Yeah, so there's a lot of cool little things in there. I think the characters are really well done.
We prepare people who've died for burial. So Kitaro thinks that they're burying
Oh, dude,
a people.
freaking Kintaro like dies defending the merchant guy.
Oh.
It's like really sad.
No, it's like when you first talk to Kintaro, he's like really happy that you sent him there because he thinks that the merchant dude's a really good guy. That they're preparing people
because
for
he
burial.
like yeah
he's just
because he's like cleaning up the bodies. Yeah, but he's really just taking the stuff to sell it.
Yeah.
Which guy is the one that you killed the midget dudes for?
The Tengu.
Yeah, Tengu. Because I think he dies later on too, doesn't he?
The Tengu, I'm fairly certain, is Ishin disguised.
Oh, you think so?
Mm-hmm. The reason for that is because I'm pretty sure you get the because of some of the conversations I overheard between him and Emma, basically made it sound like he was the Tengu.
I think you're right, actually.
And then like the one final scroll you get for the special skills, the ones that you got,
the ones
that I
that
didn't,
he uses.
are the ones that like was in like his box in his room, which you can't get until he leaves.
He also uses some of those moves.
Yeah,
in the final fight. I think you're right. I think
I'm
is
pretty
him.
sure it's just him disguised because he looks the same. He's just got the mask on. He's like a really frail, skinny-looking dude who's really tall, which is exactly what Ishin is.
Yeah, you're like the most dunked on motherfucker in this game too. Like your dad.
Why am I so diminutive? I live in a land of giants.
Yeah, like
The only guy who's
Genichiro's like
remotely- yeah.
7'1", and your dad's like 12
Genichiro
feet tall.
is like about your height. He does seem like a little bit taller, but
Dude,
No, everyone
not-
else who's important is
with the
super
armor
tall.
on, you look like a fucking tiny person next to that guy.
You're like barely taller
But like
than Lady
the,
Butterfly.
Like the lone wolves are about your height, though. The purple ninjas.
Oh, the purple shadow guys, yeah.
How do the fucking little gremlin ninjas feel?
Yeah.
The rats.
What if those guys are like 5'9", you know, their average height, and everyone else is just like fucking 12 to 30 feet
you know,
tall?
What girls think the difference between 5'11" and
this is
6
like-
foot is?
Yeah.
This is like the Sengoku period of Japan, so they're like way shorter than two. So your guy must be like real fucking short.
Yeah, he's like 3 feet tall. Yeah, it's weird. Like my guy in Bloodborne was that way
Hold on.
too.
I'm gonna look up the average height of the Japanese.
They were
No,
wondering-
no. It's like your normal height, but then all the important people are like dudes that they got ported over from Gears of War.
Yeah, yeah.
See the size of your dad's fucking braid, just let alone anything else.
Yeah, his braid
like
is
a
the size of your
fucking-
abdomen, right?
Yeah,
He's huge.
it's like a giant loaf of fucking like French bread.
It's
just
cool
sitting there.
because like his size, it's almost symbolic of like the Shinobi Code. Like he's larger than life. Like he's the most important thing. Like it's
Oh,
a
you're
physical.
gonna try to find meaning in this.
Well, I
like,
think
about the story.
there probably is but-
Probably,
but it's a game and he's physically that large, so it's hard to do that, right? It's
well,
easier
good
to
thing
do it.
that size in this game doesn't really
Size doesn't
win.
matter,
Yeah, size doesn't matter.
Especially for your ending because
At
you
least,
end up killing everybody.
At least
right?
that's what Emma said before.
That's-
Before I gave her my gourd seed.
yeah,
Dude, Emma was totally fucking Ishin.
before
so
you
guys know.
before you drizzled your gourd seed down her tits. That's
No.
what she told you. Size doesn't matter. Oh man, that's good.
Only the amount of charges.
Yeah, only the amount of charges to your gourd
The more,
seed.
the more I give her my seed, the more I have to give.
yeah,
Just
exactly.
gotta give her the gourd.
give her the gourd. Give her the gourd. It's like ass to ass in that fucking Requiem for a Dream. Yeah, give her the gourd. It's fucking shoving a gourd up her ass.
Good thing he's got like a bunch of charges.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. Give her the seed.
Give her the gourd over and over.
Seed off. Gord. God, dude, that's really good. I remember laughing at that. I was like, give her the seed.
The Seed of Filth would have been a perfect song to write for this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty good. So what would you give the story in this game, Cameron?
To fester and succumb to dragon rot infestation.
All right, so the average height of a samurai during
Inquisitor
the Sengoku period was about 4 feet 3 inches.
All right, well, what?
4 feet 3 inches
For a samurai?
in the Sengoku period.
Oh
Yep.
my god. Dude, that's ridiculous.
So either everybody was like average height while you're fucking 4 feet tall, or everybody's just like a freak.
Oh man.
Dude, that would have been perfect. Okay, we need to redo that. We need to write Sekiro, Seed of Sekiro.
Seed of Gord.
Gord, seed of filth.
God, that is pretty fitting. All right, though. Seriously, though, Cameron, what do you think the story gets out of 10 for you? I don't know. I don't remember what you gave Bloodborne or anything like that.
All
but like,
over 10,000 taste buds.
Yeah,
That's a 10. You try to do it too. I don't think it's gonna work for you.
We'll find out.
yeah. We get this. It's like one of those scanner things for theft in a store. I pulled it off of this case and I bent it in half and like stuck it to itself. And when it came undone, it like flipped up in the air and landed on the soundboard. It was just like one of those jumping frog toys. Fucking dook.
So at work, so when we went to Vegas to that show, there was a whole bunch of like swag there. People were handing out. One of the pieces of swag was one of those, giant popper toys. You know the popper toys? It's a piece of like rubber you flip inside out and it'll pop up.
Yeah.
So this giant one is just this this piece of rubber, but with a hole cut in the center, and there's like a little plastic piece in the center. So when you flip it inside out, it doesn't naturally flip itself right side out, but you're supposed to throw it to the ground, and then the hitting the ground makes it flip inside out, and it launches probably about 7 feet up in the air.
Oh wow!
One Sekiro jump up in the air. Anyways, our favorite thing to do with it is to flip it upside down, to flip it inside out, like so it could pop and like throw it at each other and like play like fucking reverse hot potato with it. Because if you grab it wrong or like hits you real hard, it'll fucking snap, and it's not pleasant when that thing fucking snaps on your like your fucking hand and your finger. It hurts a lot, and so of course we do it all day.
Yeah. Gotta have punishment.
And it's that's kind of what it reminded me of, just the fucking slap. And it just fucking hurts. Anyways, the story for Sekiro, I'll give it 8 gourd seeds out of 10 because all I found were 8 gourds.
All right. 8 out of 10 from Cameron.
What if you had found 10 gourd seeds?
Then I'd have to find something else to give it an 8 because of.
All right.
I'm gonna give it a straight up 10, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think it's interesting. I like the set piece. I like
I mean, I like the game, but I don't think the story is a fucking 10.
Yeah.
Well.
I think it's pretty damn good. I think it's the best story that they've ever come out with.
It is probably the best story from Software. That you can actually experience instead of like being like a fucking
have to look for it,
like archaeologist fucking scanning the tombs to find out the fucking story of the game. It presents the main part of the story pretty well, but I feel like it lacks certain elements that I would,
All right, that's fair.
Your character is not quite just a clean slate to put your feelings into him. I mean, he's Sekiro. You see him the whole time. He has his own motivations, which of course is only the Iron Code. That's his one and only motivation throughout the entire game. Sekiro, to me, doesn't feel like he has that much development. And if you don't do some of the side stuff, you don't have any development of the character. Not really. I mean, you have the... I fucking hate life.
Development for the other characters.
Yeah, no,
for him.
right. So you have the beginning, I fucking hate life, and it's just like, well, are you going to sit down there and be depressed? No, I'm going to go and play the game, but still be depressed the whole time I'm playing the game.
Yeah.
I'm still going to give people kind of like fucking non-answers and grunt at people because I'm the dark, mysterious edgelord shinobi with a fucking dragon rot tattoo on my face.
Yeah. I really like the way they told the
But I like
story
the game.
in this game. I think it's excellent. I like the characters a lot. I think they had a lot of life to them. They were all very distinct. They all had their own little motivations, and I like how political it all was. And I enjoy the Shinobi Code aspect of it. I mean, especially with Ishin coming back from Genichiro's sacrifice and honoring that and fighting him, even though he was your friend the whole time. Like, you know, even though he was with you and he wasn't like your enemy or anything like that before he died. I don't know. I think it's really cool. I like the lore. I like the lore behind like the dragon rot and the lore behind the resurrection stuff. You know how it's tied to Kiro and all that.
So by the time I finally beat it, like everyone fucking had dragon rot. I didn't cleanse the fucking dragon rot, so I ended the game with everyone fucking like the people I didn't kill myself are fucking dying of dragon rot. Like everyone. I had so many of those fucking like little items, little stickers it gives you when someone has dragon rot.
Yeah.
Did you know that you can give the sculptor dragon rot?
I did not know.
I did not know that.
Every NPC that you can like interact with can get it.
Too bad I didn't give fucking Emma and
It doesn't-
dragon rot during their fucking fight.
It doesn't really do anything. It just makes it so you get the unseen aid less often.
Yeah.
It lowers your percentage of getting that.
Yeah.
It does something else to the vendors too. Like you can still buy some stuff.
You can't progress any of the side quests.
Yeah.
Until you cure it. But the main thing is that you don't get the unseen aid.
Dragon rot festers.
Yeah, I like the story a lot though, and I like how they handled the lore as an optional thing that you can go obtain. And they even threw some at you that was pretty easy to gather as well. So I really liked the story. I thought it was engaging. I thought it was present.
So Ashina
You know
Castle,
what?
right? You are Lord Kiro's shinobi, right?
Yeah.
And he is in Ashina Castle. Is
Yeah.
he in Ashina Castle against his will?
Yes.
Okay. I knew that. but
Genichiro took him there so that they could have the dragon blood.
Yeah.
But so that's why you have to attack everyone else in Ashina in order to get up to him. But then there's that one point when, you know, near the end of the game, there's one of those fucking Nightjar shinobis that you pass is all dying. He's like, oh, you know, I'm going to have to ask you, you need to protect Lord Kiro. I can't believe I'm asking you this. It's just like, well, you're protecting him? Like, what was, like...
Yeah, they're trying to get him back from the Ashina people.
Then why are they fighting you?
Because, I don't know, they don't know who you are.
Yeah, they're just fighting everybody.
You see, a lot of the stuff can be helped, you know, solved if you just fucking communicate.
Yeah.
Why are we fighting? No, I'm the strong, silent, depressed type.
You know what? I think I'm going to give the story a 9, actually.
Damn it. I actually convinced you to go down.
No, I don't know if it was you. I'm thinking about it, and I don't think it's a perfect story. It's pretty
Yeah.
good, and it doesn't have any flaws within itself. But a 10, I don't think
Okay,
so.
you can't put your 10 up on a pedestal. If you feel like this is a good game and you want to give it a 10, give it a 10.
I don't think the
But
story
you can't just
is
be
the-
Johnny Appleseed with your 10s, though.
I don't think the story is the 10. I think the gameplay, which is the next aspect, is probably like a 20 out of 10. This is probably the best game play that's ever been made, I think. And here's my thing about Sekiro.
So 9. So we're going to go over to gameplay now.
Yeah, I'll give story a 9, and it's not because of Cameron. I was thinking about the 10, and the things I've given a 10 to in story, I think they have better stories than this game.
Right.
And I kind of agree. Like Sekiro, I mean, as a character,
he's kind of bland.
he is kind of bland, but he's not bland enough to completely project yourself because he does have.
That's exactly my point.
And so he's not. He needs to be. I think if he was a little more interesting, it'd be a little stronger.
Like if you as Sekiro had more of an inner turmoil that was drawn out, like give me a reason to fucking break the Iron Code. The game didn't really give me that besides your own player connection to Kiro and wanting to protect Kiro.
And see, I felt like it
and
did.
then if you chose to break the Iron Code, then yes, Sekiro offered those reasons. But just as easily you could have stuck to the Iron Code.
And see, I felt like he did.
I
have some
needed
of
to
a
have
connection.
more story reason to like a more of a character development to become my own self, become Sekiro, who's my own character,
As an
who
entity,
defined
not as a-
outside of being a shinobi.
Yeah.
I didn't get any of those reasons.
That's fair. I felt like I had those reasons, so I felt like that was the natural ending. But
Did you have
like-
those reasons, or did
I feel like they
Sekiro
were
have
trying
those
to
reasons?
pass
maybe I did.
Wolf off as like an introvert, but they didn't quite do it in a way that felt right.
Strong silent type and little to no
I mean,
outward.
there's nothing
He could
wrong
have
with
had
having a
inner
main
turmoil,
character
but you
being a
didn't
strong
see it.
silent type, but yeah, you don't
You
really...
need to have some sort of exposition to tell us what's going on, because
Yeah.
if you don't know what's going on in his head,
There-
you
there
just
could
you
have-
don't see your character develop to the depressed shinobi in the bottom of a well to someone who will kill his own father,
I mean, you...
and then have this connection to your an actual connection outside of your Lord Kiro and stuff like that.
Yeah, and your father, when you beat him, he is proud of you for
Right.
sticking
And-
to it.
and-
that's
it
some
does-
development. Yeah.
And it does
But-
kind of like...
But how does your father's saying he's proud of you? How does Sekiro take that? He killed his father. His father had actual kind words in parting. What does Sekiro do?
I mean, he takes it as like it reinforces
Just a
that he
stoic.
has to do this.
He's
Yeah.
just a stoic. He does like him having to kill his father. Literally has no outward effect to his temperament.
Kind of, yeah. And I
'Cause he's,
think
he's not a very dynamic and progressive character. I mean, the story's fine. I'm just saying it's missing 2 points because I don't see an actual progression of this character.
yeah, I think if he was a little bit stronger, it'd be a perfect story.
Not like
I
overbearing.
think his
but just
interactions with Ishin and the sculptor
because
are the
he's
strongest.
because he's such
which is
a
kind of weird.
because he's such a silent protagonist. Like I don't think he needs to have more than just maybe 1 or 2 scenes that are required that you have to have in the game that actually show him
Yeah.
reasoning through something.
I think more of
inner conflict that he's taking care of.
I think more interaction with him and less interaction with him were
and
both
maybe
better than where we're
maybe if
at now.
there's any DLC in this game, we'll get something like that. But
I think you're exactly right. I think more of him, more of his personality would be better, and less of it would be better too. More of a blank slate, or more of a character
either or,
itself.
like, it's either you are Sekiro or
Sekiro is Sekiro.
Sekiro.
And it's kind of in the middle. You're right, and I think
Yeah.
that's where it kind of gets dinged a little. Plus, I don't know if it's a perfect game, and looking at the other categories, and I mean, it's gonna be pretty fucking good. Gameplay, I'm giving a 10 straight up.
Yeah, gameplay deserves a 10.
I think this is the
It's frustrating. It's
Oh,
frustrating,
yeah.
but it deserves 10.
This is the best gameplay that's ever
I
existed.
do think
Craig.
it's really, really good, especially for like the Genichiro fight. Easily my favorite one of the ones that I've done,
yeah.
but I don't know if I could give it a 10 if
This
I was
is-
going to review it.
this is-
Because like there are things like every unblockable attack that the enemy throws at you, and really every attack that they throw at you, you have some way to either block or counter it. Except for like throws, like there's no counter throw, there's no thing that you can do to defend against it, even though that you can defend against the low sweeps, the fucking the stabs, like everything. You don't have a way.
Are you saying projectiles?
Other than projectiles for when somebody jumps up in the air, you like throw the shuriken at them and then you knock them down. Like there's literally a counter to pretty much everything except for throws.
The counter to
And-
throw is getting behind him. and
Or the gut
messing
punch
him
from
up.
hell that Genichiro does on you, where he just fucking
dude, like
1 inch punches you.
Even if you, I tried to shield that with the umbrella, and he just grabs right through it. Which there's literally no counter
is
to the grabs,
unblockable,
which
yeah.
is fucking evil.
just
Especially
have to-
since sometimes it has bullshit
loaded
amount of
umbrella is
tracking
just a
and
den
just
of
like
lies.
pull in.
The loaded umbrella, you're supposed to be able, like the magnet upgrade, you're supposed to be able to spam it and deflect every attack. Every time I tried to do that, I just fucking got slaughtered.
yeah.
It's better just to stick to normal
The
parries, at least for
opening
me.
for parrying is like a little wider, but it's not perfect.
It's like, oh, you're gonna, especially when I was doing the fucking snake eyes down the poison pool area.
Yeah.
I hated her.
I used the Phantom Kunai on her.
I only died to her once.
I died to her like 5 times.
The first one I died
5,
to a
6 times.
shitload.
No, the first one who's like on the way to the gun fort.
Yeah.
I get. That's funny because I killed her my first try. I killed her. The fucking grab move on the second one, I'd always dodge to the right for some fucking reason.
And
That's
then she
exactly what
grabbed
you
you
do
with
to
it.
fucking grab you.
Yeah.
And so what I did is the way that finally worked for me is puppeteer the fucking shotgun blast dude.
Yeah.
And you both of you work on her for a minute until you get the first death blow on her. Then let her just chill in the acid pool for a minute until.
No, I didn't even think about puppeteering again,
Dude, puppeteering. When you
I didn't even think about that.
when you
It's real good,
puppeteer
yeah.
when you puppeteer the one guy that's really fast in that one room.
Yeah, right before the owl fight.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fucking awesome, dude. You puppeteer that guy, and you and his
There's
buddy
a-
just
Oh, I
fucking.
thought that's what you're supposed to do. They set it up for you to do that.
Well,
they
Craig-
have one lone shadow dude in the
Yeah,
corner,
yeah.
and then the other dude right here in the center. They fucking
They're
it's
begging.
set up for that. They
And
did
you
that
just-
on purpose.
and you just rape the guy too. You just fucking lay. And you know what's even better? You can keep
puppeteering them.
You can, yeah. So you don't even have to fight him.
No, it's like
It's like this is just like the
what it
fucking
was-
Watchers fight. It's
what
so
it was
crazy.
Is I puppeteered him and let them start fighting, and then we would just take turns. He'd stagger, I'd get him to stagger. He'd stagger, just pass him back and forth.
And it's funny because if you don't puppeteer them, that's what they do to you. So it's like shoes on the other foot, motherfucker.
And so I just pass it back and forth, like, oh, he's probably about done. Let me go puppeteer him again, run around, puppeteer him again, and then pass it back and forth for a while, and it's done.
Yeah, Craig was shitting his pants when he got
Except
to that part.
except only
until
got
he
the
puppeteered.
puppeteer.
Yeah,
except
until
only got the
I
puppeteer
realized
two
that that's what
times.
I was supposed to do with it. I was like, you know what?
It's set. It
It's
is set up
begging
that.
for
no,
it.
No,
It's
it's
like-
not. It's
it's-
not begging for it. It's what you're supposed to do. It's like it's exactly what you need to do to get past that part super easy. But
Yeah.
anyways, I only got the puppeteer off 2 times the dude before he died, and so I actually had to fight him legitimate for one of his health bars.
Yeah, I did. When I
It
beat
wasn't
him,
bad, but it wasn't fun.
when I beat him, I had to fight him that way too.
Yeah.
I think this is the best gameplay that's ever been made, and here's why. And I think this is, if we're gonna make video games an art form, I truly believe that gameplay is the way we're gonna do it. Now, here's my reasoning behind this. So, movies have elements of books that are really good, right? They have like the storytelling, they have the hero's journey, they have that, and that's part of making a good movie, and that makes the movie good. But if we're going to talk about film in its purest form, we're going to be talking about Alfred Hitchcock or Stanley Kubrick, where it's about the art of film and not necessarily about the story necessarily, not totally about the
So
story.
you're talking about camera work?
Yes, I'm
instead of,
talking
like,
about camera
so the
work.
exact
going
type
on
of film
in the
that I
camera.
hate.
Well, I don't know if you. I don't know. That's what I would say is the purest form of film. That is the thing that film can
about
do.
filming.
That's
I hate it.
That's the thing that film can do that no other art form can do.
That's the type of movie that I'd come home to Joe watching and be like, watch 10 minutes of it and just I can't get it. Like it's just, I guess the camera angle here is like, it was groundbreaking for French
is
film.
definitely
but
more about the visuals. Than
That's what I'm
like-
saying. Yeah.
I
you
guess
can
this
do
was
storytelling
groundbreaking for the
through
for the
visuals,
era. But
I
it
don't-
just doesn't. I just nothing draws me into watch it.
That's what I'm saying though. The visuals is what.
As a student of film, I can see why you need to watch it.
I'm not saying that's the best film, and I'm not saying this is the best game. I'm saying that's film in its purest form. If you break film down to the smallest possible form, it's the art of telling a story through visuals, and that's what those two do. And that I would
just said
say
the story doesn't matter. It's just
it's
about
not-
the camera work.
exactly. It's about the
But
about the
art is telling a
imagery.
story through.
It's about the imagery, which you can't get in a book because that's all in your mind. That's your own imagery. This is imagery that
Well, you
they're
can
projecting
get
onto
it
you.
by the descriptors.
Yeah, but that's different. That's you making something up rather than the artist making something up. It's what you create in your mind. And that's where books, storytelling and like inner monologues and stuff like that, books do the absolute best. And they kind of transcend their means by doing
Then what's
that.
the purest form of book?
That is book. It's just the way they tell the story.
Would you say that the purest form of comic is also in the panel design, which is part of the visuals?
No, I would say that comics are kind of one of those ones that sort of combine both.
No, so are you going to say that something like poetry is the purest form of writing?
Of writing, yeah.
No, I'd say
Let's break down.
I would say that books are, but for as far as games go, if games are ever going to be considered an art form in themselves, I think they have to go beyond having really good art in them. So, like really
Well,
good
the
character
gameplay
designs.
is the only thing that's truly
I would
unique
consider
about
That's what I'm
that
saying, yeah.
specific.
almost a pinnacle of unique
of
storytelling in
media.
art form would be the latest God of War.
I agree.
Yeah.
But that's also taking storytelling,
but
which
here
is something
you're trying
that
to say
books
that
do
the
better.
gameplay itself is the art
I'm
form.
saying the gameplay itself is the art form.
So if you're going to boil down one part of what would make a amazing game, the gameplay, and you're saying Sekiro with its solid 10 gameplay in and of itself is an art.
Yes, this is the way that games will be considered an art form, is by gameplay like Sekiro's, where it is so precise. It's something that you cannot achieve in any other art form other than a video game.
You can almost see the sweeps of a Japanese paintbrush pulling out perfect kanji
Yeah.
on a piece of papyrus.
I think it's the best. I think it's the only way that games are going to be considered their own thing, because that's the one thing that they have that other art forms don't have. And I think that's really what defines whether or not they get to be considered art.
Folds the steel hundreds of times before drawing it out again to forge the perfect blade.
Yeah.
The Japanese coder debugs his code thousands of times.
Yeah. But I think that's what Sekiro really captured, because it's a duel between you and the other person. It's you bashing them until you fuck up and they get the upper hand.
I get that.
I agree and disagree at the same time.
I get that, but you want to know what's even better than it's just you and the enemy? It's when there's two enemies and you have to juggle the parries between the both of them.
Yeah, it's perfection.
That is nice
in gameplay. I think this is the best gameplay that's ever existed. It's really fucking good. It's really smooth. I love the fact that it's just you and this other guy going toe to toe.
So would you give it the super secret score that we've never given any category before, but we've all decided upon
an 11
long ago? An 11.
I would if I could, but I think
give
it's
it the old Spinal Tap 11.
Yeah, I think it's really something amazing, and I think they can't go back from this. I think if they do, it's a real mistake.
We come back and he's wearing a kimono and he's got his katana out.
Okay, so the thing for me for the gameplay was that I didn't care for non-human enemies because I felt like it broke the flow of that kind that kind of careful duel type feeling.
I think having the non-human enemies and then the human enemies was a great balance.
Every now and then having a unique type enemy is fine, like the Blazing Bull. Interesting.
You have your chaos
fighting like the Guardian Ape
with
twice, though,
with your precision of a master fight.
I don't like that.
It's where chaos meets precision, and it's just I like the balance.
Well, Craig,
too.
Shadows die twice, so
and that's another thing that I don't care for because. First I'm gonna finish my one thought. It's like I don't like the non-human enemies that much because for me it breaks the whole flow of it being like the duel, like you said, which is what I actually really liked about Sekiro, especially with like the whole Genichiro fight. That was a very technical fight which teaches you how to do fucking everything that you've learned in the game. The Mikri counter, the jump over their head and jump on their head thing, the parries, the lightning throw, the fucking throwing a shuriken when he jumps up in the air, or like it literally it forces you to use all the things that you've learned, and so it's literally like the most technical fight in the game because it forces you to do those things in order to beat him.
Now the final fight's fucking.
Well, I mean him too, but like specifically Genichiro, and then I think that was for me like the best duel like fight. I mean, because Gyobu was cool because he was on the horse and that was an interesting fight, and that kind of like that was a mix between like a non-human enemy and a human enemy at the same time because he was riding on a horse doing more than a normal person could do.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of like the Guardian Ape, and then the multiple times where the fights where you have to like fight the same enemy multiple times. I didn't really care for it for that too.
Yeah,
because like you fight Guardian Ape like twice, and then there's like an infinite number of those lone shadow guys, and then there's all those like mini bosses. There's like copies of them everywhere, so they kind of don't feel as unique when you start fighting them multiple times, and then there's only a handful of bosses for you to really fight, and 4 of those are just repeat fights, like the Corrupted Monk. Guardian Ape.
See, Corrupted Monk is another masterful fight too, though. That's all about the parry. That's all about the battle, getting the upper hand. That's what I think this game is the best at. And I kind of disagree. I feel like you complaining about the the like supernatural fights is like complaining about this supernatural element in the show Vikings. Like it's not supposed to be real.
It's not necessarily that it's supernatural. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about like how many times you fight the same enemy and the amount of times where you fight like non-human things like the guardian ape specifically, because that fight to me breaks up the idea that he's a ninja and that he's, you know, fighting human
it's
enemies.
A world
and then
where
like,
gods used to live among people. I mean, like you still have the great serpent too.
Well, yeah, but like you have the idea that your character is a shinobi, is a assassin, and you don't assassinate fucking anyone except for like regular enemies if you happen to sneak up behind them. Like the whole red dot thing is the shinobi execution, except for like everybody manages to get back up. Every fucking boss and every fucking like mini boss. There's no explanation for that except for like in a very select few enemies where it's like, oh, well, he drank the rejuvenating waters, or oh, the guardian ape has one of those undying centipedes in them.
Because he
like,
also drank.
But you also get the immortal blade, like after you beat the guardian ape. So any further being that you fight that would have a second revival ability should not have that. You should be able to instantly fuck them
if you
with the
sever
mortal
them
blade.
with the mortal blade. You don't always do that,
But you never do unless you use the mortal blade itself, and even then, that won't fucking stop them from reviving.
yeah, I know. I tried. It doesn't work.
So, like, what that kind of denies the whole storytelling thing, where the only true revival, the only true immortality, comes from the dragon blood or the kind of corrupted waters of the rejuvenating waters that they created to try and be like the dragon heritage thing. So it kind of fucks over with the story. Like everybody just gets revivals. You're like,
Yeah.
that's fucking with the story, and at the same time, it's fucking with the idea that your character is an assassin because
Well-
he's not assassinating fucking anyone. It's literally like a fight.
I think that's kind of a nitpick.
It's not a nitpick.
No, it really
If
is.
your game is designed around the entirety of the idea that your character is a fucking assassin and he doesn't assassinate people, even though there are several parts where it clearly sets up for assassinations, like the one guy in the bottom of the well by the guy who was like looking for the sound. There's a part where you literally drop down on that one lone shadow guy.
Yeah.
But he still has a second revival.
Totally assassinated his first health
Yeah, you
bar,
fucking
though.
stab him in the fucking face. How do you come back from that? You're not supposed to. The only people that should have the ability to revive are you and those specific people in the story that have been given like the revival waters, or those monks who have the fucking
So
like
would you
centipede
rather
things.
to get rid of all the assassination opportunities?
I mean, if they only had one health bar, it would make way more sense.
Yeah, see, and I don't think that's what it's really about.
But see, what I think it's really about is that there's a certain difficulty to the game, and by using the assassination attempts and doing other stuff like that, you're actually lowering the difficulty level of the game. You're actually you're making
There's
it easier
other
on
ways to make it more difficult, is what I'm saying. They don't have to obviously give you the fucking setup for an assassination, like, oh, this guy, there's an opening that's directly above this guy. Like, they have so many opportunities for you to, like, shave off. Like, every single mini-boss has an easy way to kill him one time.
Like in,
they don't have to do that.
some of the Soulsborne games, and a way to make a certain fight, a boss fight, easier is to have a friend join you and you both tag team. In this game, you can't do that, but you could fucking puppeteer a dude and now make a boss fight that was supposed to be super hard much easier.
Yeah, but you can also do, like,
So you're
visceral
making
attacks.
You can make
in
the game
Dark
just as
Souls.
difficult as you want it to be. You can have it as at max difficulty, or you can make it just a little
It doesn't
bit
even
easier.
have to be like a full-on
No, that's why I see it as an
assassination.
option.
Like, the visceral attacks don't fucking full-on kill people. They just damage them really heavily. You don't have to fucking have an animation of your character fucking fully assassinating a guy by stabbing him in the face and then being like, oh, well, he didn't actually die.
I don't know why that reminded me of this animation, but one of the headless dudes I was fighting him, if you ever get hit by that grab attack, they pull something out of you. Like, they pull
It's
like,
like
a
your
little
soul, yeah.
They pull a little something, and then he fucking rubs it on his asshole, and he makes this little noise while he's doing it. Like
He's
if he-
pleasuring himself with your
it's just
soul.
it's like he's got hemorrhoids and he needs your fucking stem cells to like calm the inflammation. Like I don't know why it just reminded me of that. But like he seriously, like he pulls something out of you. He pulls an object that was inside of you is now he is pulled out, and he fucking. Like, when he first did it to me, he kind of, like, put it behind him, like he was, like, tucking behind his belt or something. But one time he did it to me, and the camera ended up behind him, and he puts it up his ass. It's what he does.
Maybe it's like witch hazel. He's using it to, like, soothe his anus. Like a little witch hazel pad.
If you ever see that again, I should have probably clipped it, because it's what he's doing, and he makes this little satisfied groan as he's doing it.
Yeah. I think that's just I don't know. I think that's kind of a weak complaint, and I think it's not really, not really the point of the gameplay. And that's fine, though. I think I get what you're saying.
I think that there are other ways to make the game work within the limits of its storytelling without being like everybody in the world.
So the assassination
gets
works
multiple
on
revivals.
The assassination works on normal people,
but since you can
it works
acknowledge
on normal
that,
people, but like, what about the mini bosses? Are
Right.
they not normal
But
people?
It's too
Like,
bad.
no.
It doesn't explain in any way that those
Correct.
characters are in somehow. Better
in the
or
same world
more,
where a lot of important people are just fucking 7 feet tall, you are a super in a world of supers, and so no one's special anymore.
Well, I mean, the whole idea is that you're the only one who's immortal. That's the whole idea,
just didn't-
because
you didn't
like
kill him
you're
yet.
the
He's got
only
one
one
hit point
who's
down.
given the dragon's blood. Therefore, you're the only one who can revive. Genichiro fucking drank the rejuvenating waters, which is how
Anyways,
he comes back.
I,
Like that's the whole story. That's like
No,
the whole,
Shadows die
That's
twice,
the thing.
Craig.
That's the fucking thing.
Anyways, I gave gameplay 10 prayer beads out of 10, so
I don't think it deserves a 10. 9, but not a 10.
I think it's the purest gameplay that's ever been made. I think it's fucking perfect, dude. And I think they have to keep going with this kind of parry system. And it'll work for any game they make going forward. Like Elden Rings, it'll work just fine, because that's what a sword fight is. It's you waiting to get the upper hand and then taking that.
do you think
opportunity
Elden
to
Rings
hit.
will be similar?
I think it better be, because
I
this
think it
is
better be.
this is so much better than Dark Souls.
I think Elden Ring is going to be another RPG again.
It might be, but they can keep this combat and have an RPG element too.
I don't think so. I don't think it really works in that way,
Anyways, game
in that capacity.
or game design.
Yeah, next category, sound and music, actually.
Sound and
What do you think
music.
about the soundtrack, voice acting?
We all
that?
played the. So my opinion on voice acting or dubbing is if it's an anime that you're watching or if it's a game, if it's in Japanese, automatically the voice acting sounds awesome. You don't get all the cringiness of the actual words that they're saying. You're just reading it and hearing a cool voice.
Sometimes,
But when they say,
an English dub can be good.
but when they do it in English, then you get sometimes good voice acting, but you get a full force of the stupidness of what they're saying.
For me, my biggest problem when they don't do Japanese voice acting is when it's like a very heavily Japanese thing. So, for instance, ninjas, samurai, the Sengoku period, having English voice actors for all of that is fucking terrible. It is a horrible idea.
Anyways, voice acting in the Japanese version was great. Sound effects were great. It still does that weird thing with the camera where you hear noises weird if you're not looking at it properly. It's like your ears are attached to your eyeballs.
Yeah, it's odd. Yeah. I don't get that.
But other than that, like the music was great. It wasn't overbearing, but it added just the nice artistical touch that you come to expect from this forged game.
It's kind of
that
perfect.
was folded
Yeah, it's
thousands
just
of times.
It's just enough,
to produce
right?
a great carbon game.
Why are you obsessed with the forging of swords in your review metaphor?
It was a perfect analogy for what we were talking about earlier.
Exactly. Yeah.
Where they folded the code hundreds of times.
The code was folded upon itself hundreds of times.
This baby has got so much Damascus code underneath this.
Damascus code. How would you even manage Damascus code? It doesn't even make sense.
Just don't worry about it.
Just don't worry about it. It's just an ancient Japanese tradition going back
the
thousands of
Damascus
years.
I don't think it is.
I'm going to give Sound of Music probably an 8 as well.
I'm gonna give it an 8.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a 9. I think it's pretty damn good. I think the music is spot on when it hits, and it only adds to the gameplay. It only adds to everything else. I love the sound effects. The voice actors are really great in the Japanese version. Everything's pretty much spot on.
Yeah.
I don't really have any complaints. I wish there were more pieces of music, though. I feel like a little bit more of that, like, I don't know, just that the Japanese music is of that time period is really cool to me, and I feel like there were some
He wanted
opportunities.
more reed flute.
Yeah, I kind of did. I wanted more flute, you know? But
More cowbell.
There was
more
a surprising
reed
lack of gong.
yeah, I know. Like, where's the gong?
flute. Gongs aren't necessarily part of their music.
Anyways, game design, they should have done something more to optimize it for the PlayStation hard drive. Fucking load times. Like, I don't know what you guys, I saw a load screen quite a bit.
Yeah, whenever you die,
load
you
times
really
were
think
pretty
about
long.
it.
That's the real punishment for fucking up.
Yeah, that's you die twice because you die once there and then you die of old age waiting for it to load back up. I think the game looks really good though, and I really love the aesthetic.
it looks great.
Like it's
Aesthetic's
fantastic, and I love
I
the
would
blood
argue
spray too.
that I really like the aesthetic of Bloodborne, the gothic, that just gothic dark style. But I really do like that feudal Japan style as well. I'm gonna give design a 9 because level design of these Souls games is like it's almost gameplay the way they do it. So
Yeah, I think for me, I think as far as the graphics and design go, I'm going to give it a straight up 10 because I think it's a really fantastic looking game.
Dude,
I
oh, man.
love the art style.
It is a beautiful game. Like when I fucking first started that up, that was the first thing that I noticed, and it's the one thing that like kept me going for as long as I was playing it because like I was entranced by a lot of the visuals that I saw, like the one hill that you like the final battle hill, or
where
like
you fight
the, in the
Genichiro,
beginning hill.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's fucking crazy.
It's like a field of like these white plants and stuff, and like in the moonlight and everything, just like it's fucking nuts. And then like finding like the sakura trees everywhere, and it's just like the whole aesthetic of like the buildings, the bridges, like the way that they have everything set up. Like
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
I think that's one of the best things about the game for sure. And it's like weren't they lotus? Isn't it like a field of lotus flowers or something?
No, I don't think
Or what?
it
I don't know
is.
what flower or
It's
whatever. the fuck.
it's like a. I can't remember what kind of
What's
plant
the
it
one
is.
they
It's like
use
a
in-
white tail or something. I can't remember what it's called.
I don't know. I really like the way it looks, and all of the areas are really cool. They're all really interesting, and I think the models are really good too.
Yeah, the models are definitely really good. It's also kind of like an era that we don't get a whole lot of representation in
Yeah.
for games. We don't get to explore that very much. Even when we did for games like Tenchu or other games that were like around, ninjas and stuff, like you get very tight things. You don't get to explore a whole world of it, which you do in Sekiro. You get to see these like whole valleys with like the trees and like the weird stuff that they have. Like that we don't get that whole aesthetic from those older PS2 games.
Yeah.
And stuff. It's something that hasn't been explored as much as like
and
say Norse stuff or
yeah.
knights or like more modern things or just straight up high fantasy stuff. They
And
don't
it's-
really include that kind of Asian
It's just as
thing.
cool too. Yeah, it's
There's
really
Asian
bitchin'.
design in there. Yeah,
And this is the time for it too, because I mean, like games like it's funny because this game and
one thing that I also really enjoyed about the graphics for this game is that they kind of pulled from older samurai movies and ninja movies.
Yeah,
where
with
they
the
have
blood spray
the
and, like,
blood
the-
spray.
yeah.
When you kill an enemy, like they have this straight up like fucking spraying of blood that
Yeah.
always happens whenever they like finish an enemy with the last thing. So
I really like that.
that was a really cool thing, and I enjoyed that idea.
When they announced this game, they also announced Ghost of Tsushima, right? And I thought this
It was
was
around
gonna
the
be,
same time.
This was going to be the ugly one, and maybe it might end up being that way because the other one looks really good.
The other one looks really good, and it's coming out a little later. So
But this game looks fucking beautiful nonetheless. It looks great.
it does. Like it blew me away. I thought it wasn't going to be anywhere near as good looking as it is, and
Yeah. I love the aesthetic, dude. It's so good. Replayability, I mean, I said this about graphics, I said this about gameplay, but this is just as high. This is an easy 10.
Yeah, it's
there
a
are
10 for me as well.
four different endings. I mean, who doesn't want to go back and fight the centipede bosses again? Just because of how fucking badass you feel, just parrying every single hit and then assassinating
Well, I
the
know
little
Cam
shits.
wants to replay it for that 99 attack power.
Yeah, just to see how much chunk you can give.
Can you one-shot kill things?
I imagine you probably could on like the second playthrough at least.
I mean, it's such a fun game. I honestly, I wish I didn't have other things that I needed to play for the show, so I could just play this over and over and over. Because it's so fun. Like, I'd at least get the platinum and get all the endings and, like, call it good. Like, 4 times through, I'd probably feel satisfied, 3-4 times. It's just so fun. And, like, these boss fights, some of them are so good, but you kill them and they're just dead, and it's like, fuck. Now I gotta start again. And I want to go back and kick Genichiro's ass in the beginning fight and still get my arm cut off, but, I want to go back and do that. Like,
I don't think you'll do it.
You don't think I could do him?
No, if you do it right now, like try to replay it right now and fight Genichiro again, you wouldn't kill him.
You think it's been too long?
Not that it's just been too long, that you have to be so perfect and precise and you just don't do enough damage. Like, it takes a god level of concentration to get through that first Genichiro fight without dying.
Yeah, but I am a lot better at the game. So we'll see. When I start it over again, we'll see how it goes. I'll do New Game Plus.
We can
because I want to get the.
Yeah. Well, we can still put
upgrades.
a bet down, just if you wanted.
All right, we can talk about that. Find some consider some terms. I want to play the game again. I've wanted to play the game again since I finished it from start to finish. Go do the 2 optional bead guides. Get the stance and posture maxed, and then I want to go get the optional owl fight, and that's the only thing. I did the great carp, I did the serpent.
Is the owl fight the only one you're missing as far as trophy bosses?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think it is. No, and then I didn't fight Emma, but I can't fight Emma unless I do a different playthrough.
The sure ending, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll have to play it a couple times to get all of them, but I want to do that because it's so fucking fun to play this thing. It's so great. The gameplay is so fucking good. It's like amazing how good it is, and I'm super stoked to play it again. So you said 10 as well? All right, so yeah, final thoughts, Cameron.
It's a great game, excellent game, but give yourself enough time to beat it.
Yeah. I would say it's probably, I would be very amazed if there's any game that's come out this year that I will consider better than this. I'm already certain that Death Stranding isn't going to be able to do it, and nothing up to this point. RE2 Remake was really fucking good, but this is the game of the year right now for me. This is a really fucking good game. This is like, everything about it is something that I love. It's not totally perfect, but it's damn close, and I think it's the closest thing to games as an art form by themselves that we've ever gotten, and I'm excited to see what they do moving forward, to see what they like with their series, with the Elden Seki Soulsborne games. So to recap it, I think get this game, by the way, and we have multiple copies of it now available for you guys with the drawing. So that'll be something we'll give away. To recap the scores: story 8 for Cameron, 9 for me; gameplay 10s across the board; sound and music 8 for Cameron, 9 for me; graphics and design I give it a 10, Cameron gave it a 9; 10s across the board for replayability. 48 out of 50 from me, 45 out of 50 for Cameron, for a total of 93 out of 100, and Metacritic has it sitting at a 90 out of 100 on PlayStation 4. So we gave it a little bit higher.
It's got a 91 on Xbox, which doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. I can't... Honestly, this is like the best game I've played this year. It's the best game I've played in a while. I think it's really fucking fun. And the way it tells its story is super satisfying, and the way it kind of like overcomes some of the things that the Souls games lack a little bit, I think is satisfying. And I think combat moving forward, I think they have to stick with something similar to this, like at least for now, until they come up with the next best thing. But it's so much more complex and like precise than the Souls games, and it's super satisfying because of that. And that's combat I loved
when
already.
they drop DLC for this game, you pick it up?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And I'm glad they went with the single-player experience, too. I'm really glad they did. Because I don't think it works as a multiplayer game. I think it's definitely a solo experience, and I think it's interesting that they did it that way, but it's also the right move.
Well, with its gameplay, it would kind of be hard to play it.
Yeah, any lag,
multiplayer way.
any input lag would be like just terrible.
It would be deadly.
I don't know how you could make it work. Yeah, because there's like the flash of the blade that you see right as the attack's coming that you use to parry, and like how would you? I don't know how that would work in a multiplayer setting.
An arena type thing would be kind of interesting.
Yeah, to fight the bosses again. Yeah, I was like, the one thing this game's missing is like a Coliseum mode.
Not necessarily like a boss rush, but like a multiplayer,
the parries would work just how
player versus player type thing would be.
It's just, certain attacks, you'll get like the Ashina Cross and stuff like that have a little flash, but in this game it's like the parries would be super easy to do on most attacks, but it'd be super fun to see how many attacks pop up as perilous as you're fighting.
Yeah.
Just to see your perilous dunk, dunk, dunk. You have your perilous jab, and then you get Makiri countered and
put down.
Dude,
I think
it just boiled down to a posture battle. Who can ever get posture down fastest?
And that's kind of what a sword fight is. It's like whoever gets the opening to get the kill, right? And that's what I love about this fucking gameplay. Is it's like that's all it's about. It's like just getting the upper hand and using that advantage to get the hits in, and then like when you lose the upper hand, you parry and you position to get that power stance back over your opponent. It's like God, it's so fucking fun.
Did you guys ever get to have your sword on fire?
No, but I got my axe on fire.
Because
but if you do your alternate tree all the way up, it'll do a fire slash.
I was told there's a hidden gameplay mechanic where, like, if you swing your sword into flames like enough times, then it's like sets your sword on fire, and then you start doing extra damage.
I have not seen that.
I haven't seen it either, but
that doesn't make any sense. But yeah, you'd have to put like oil on it.
Maybe. I don't know exactly how you do it. I tried doing it, but it like never set on fire, so I don't know.
No. All right, well, guys, I think that's going to be it for this review of Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Go pick up the game. It's a lot of fucking fun. It's tough, but it's not Cuphead tough. And I think all of us here agree with that, except for maybe Craig. I'm not sure where Craig stands. They're both really hard.
Cuphead
so
is
getting
just
your sword on fire is if you do your progress your prosthetic tree all the way.
Nice. But, yeah, let's get some Hog League. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Hog League Week 9. So this week's matchups, Step Motherfuckers, Matunicus Heroes, Schweiss Sweatmeisters, Romagers Rompers, Dukes of Death, Chase Space, A4 Last Place, The Most Offensives, Doesn't Count against A-Brat cracking his whip. First matchup, Matunicus Heroes bring down the Step Motherfuckers 421 to 382. Top hero, Porcupine Racer. Top stepmother, David Portnow. Schweiss Sweatmeisters fall to the Romagers Rompers 273 to 90. Top romper, Simon Parker. Top Sweatmeister, Fundamob. Dukes of Death take on Chase Space 391 to 30. Top Duke, Deathwife. Top Chase, Kingzilla. A4 and Most Offensives, A4 Extreme falls 394 to 377. Top Most Offensive Player by Nature. Top A4, Bob Erdis. Doesn't Count, and A-Brat cracking his whip. His whip strikes true once again. 282, 245. The top whip is Alec. The top Doesn't Count is Jacob. This week's matchup, my Sweatmeisters against Step Motherfuckers. The Dukes of Death against Matunicus Heroes. Romagers Rompers against A for Last Place. The Most Offensives against Chase's Place. A-Brat cracks his whip against the Doesn't Count. So guys, get in, log your hog, and let's see how this week goes. Until next time, guys, as always, live always in the nude.